These central banks are fucking us.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
McDonald's is a place to rock. It is a restaurant where they buy food to eat. It is a good place to listen to the music. People flock here to get down to the rock music. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. McDonald's will make you fat. They serve Big Macs. They serve quarter pounders. They will put pounds on you. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's.
Saturday I took a walk to Zipperhead. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead. Punk rock girl, please look at me. What do you see? Let's travel around the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. I tapped her on the shoulder and said, do you have a bell? She looked at me and smiled and said she did not know. Punk rock girl, give me a chance. Let's go slam dance to a dress like Minnie Pearl, just you and me, punk rock girl.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch 'em all is my real test, to train 'em is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. It's you and me, I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Oh, so true, Our courage will pull us through. You teach me, yeah, I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Oh yeah.
I'll give you 5 seconds to catch your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go to the beach, yeah, I get you bum bum. Go to the beach, yeah, I get you bum bum. Go to the streets and I get you bum bum. Go to the streets, yeah, I get you bum bum. Yeah, I get you bum bum. I get you bum bum. I get you run and I get you run run. I get you run, get your kid on. Go to the streets and I get you run run. Go to the streets and I get you bum bum.
I'll give you 5 seconds to catch your breath.
Hey yo, hanging out the Royce with the Russian. Everybody ducking. Only 5 niggas got hit. Fuck it. Handles over palm angels. Watch for Lucifer. I had the beam on the Draco. Launching.
I threw the barrel at your pumpkin. Puff.
You know what, Stuart? I like you. You're not like the other people here in the trailer park. Oh, don't get me wrong. They're fine people. They're good Americans. But they're content to sit back, maybe watch a little Mork and Mindy on Channel 57, maybe kick back a cool core 16-ouncer. They're good, fine people, Stuart. But they don't know what the queers are doing to the soil.
They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a worm.
Oh, why is it full screen of me? Ah, my camera's not even working anyway. What do we got going on here? This is hang on. Let me fix it. I think maybe the thing is nope, that wasn't it. Wow. This is a strong showing here. Disable camera. So the camera's turned on, but it just is not working. This is incredible. I don't know. Settings, camera, video. Ah, okay. Unplugged. How the fuck could it be unplugged? It's in the computer. Hang on a minute. I'm going to back out of here and come back. But anyway, we're waiting on facts. The camera doesn't work now. Why? All right. The only thing I can think to do is restart my computer. It's lingering with Luke. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Hey, it's working now. Ladies and gentlemen, Lingering with Luke, September 30th, 2025. Fax will be joining me in a little bit. Hallahan in the comments. Hang on one second. The show hasn't officially started yet. The comment's not even showing up on the fucking restream. I can see his comment on YouTube. I don't see it on restream. But his comment did say, I'm just here to say that Kane sucks. Smells like hot dog water. Ladies and gentlemen, Lingering with Luke, September 30th, 20. This is incredible. Nothing's working this evening on here. Like literally, no comments. Unreal. But anyway, Fax will be here in a little bit. I did have a few things I wanted to discuss, but I kind of forgot about them because I was trying to get this to work. Everybody tune in tomorrow for, hang on, let me make sure I get the title correct. Actually, hang on, I'll do this. I think the Red Sox are playing right now, by the way. So we're going up against the Red Sox and Hot Wieners. And my co-host isn't here. But it's all right. Let's see. Oh, no, don't do that. Misclicking everything. Why is Lingering held up? Lingering is held up because Fax is late. And also my computer camera wasn't working for some reason. So I had to restart my computer. However, the stream has been live the entire time. That was either Fax coming in or my Steam. Yeah, that was my Steam notification. That was not Fax. It says we got 5 viewers, which would be like a record if that's the case. It sucks too because I have a good Fax video that I posted earlier, but I want to play it with Fax on here. But anyway, Red Sox. Let's check in on the Red Sox game. Oh yeah, my point was I'm all over the place tonight. My point was earlier is join us tomorrow on the Kirkman and Show Network for a brand new show premiering tomorrow, starring the venerable Bradley Stein Esquire. Brad's Babies for Baphomet, the gospel according to Brad. And it also said, he said to say that the ceremony begins tomorrow. So I don't endorse that. I'm not a big, sacrificing babies on the throne of Baphomet guy. But, last name is Stein. So, but anyway, let's check in on the Red Sox score. Not that I really give a fuck. Oh, the Red Sox are beating the Yankees. Look at that. 2-1. Who scored? Let's see. We got hits from Yoshida and Story and Bregman. Bregman's also got a walk. That's nice. Why is it not like... Oh, runs. Here we go. I bet you it was Rafaela and Sogard. Nice. The Reds made the postseason to lose to the Dodgers. It's nice, though. Got the backup glasses on the last few days, by the way. If you notice, my lenses are way smaller. Like, with the ones that are, like, with the big lens like this, I keep touching the fucking lens. It drives me insane. I'm also having a hard time hearing because I've got, like, headphones in my earphones, and they're noise canceling. So I feel like when you're at the shooting range, you got the earphones in and, like, you can't hear yourself and you sound weird. I kind of feel like this might be what it's like for deaf people, but I can hear myself still. Can deaf people hear themselves, though? I guess they can't. Anyway, let's check my text, see if Fax, who's now 15 minutes late, wouldn't have it any other way. Coming now, he said. When did he say that? 8:13. Wonder if the link still works. Link. Good. That's a question I actually don't know the answer to. I feel like if you send somebody a link before you go live, and then like they don't use that link, but then you go live and then they try to join the stream, the link no longer works. I don't know if that's correct or not. But oh yeah, there we go. I was hoping for a headband. I hope Fax brought something to the table tonight because I got nothing. Horrible day. Horrible day for me. Very stressed. Thought I was gonna like have a heart attack at one point. Looked like shit. Felt like shit. Played like shit. But it was a good month. Good month of work. We finished it out. finished strong. Hit all of our targets, exceeded them, 119%. You know, so. Oh, I have a feeling that the link that I sent to Fax no longer works because he's not here. We're now down to 2 viewers. We were at 5 at one point. It's funny as I was riffing. Here, I'm gonna send a new link. Hang on. According to Sean Wick, there's a shutdown inning. Shutdown inning, Sean Wick. Incoming. Sometimes you have to smack a woman. Stop. Here we go. Copy. Paste. All right, I just sent Fax a new link. There was something on the Kirk Minihane show today that I liked. Ryan Whitney's call was banging. Great call. Ryan Whitney, the actress, which I actually remember her from her work in Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. Okay, he said, so Fax will be here in a minute. But anyway, I think I remember her from her work in that because I looked at her Wikipedia page. Because I thought when Justin was like, yeah, your kid likes Ryan Whitney or whatever, I thought it was going to be like, well, Ryan Whitney's actually a trans actor on the show. But unfortunately, it wasn't that. All right. Joining us now. Hang on.
First off, we got Fax here. Fax, hello.
Hello, what's up? Ready to rock and roll, baby. 8th week in a row.
Look, this for them niggas getting Jew money. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I feel it. I live with you. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high. And I feel the top of my lungs. What's going on?
And boom. Ladies and gentlemen, Lingering with Luke, September 30th, 2025. Face the Facts. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, how are you? You can hear me and everything, right? This one's not fucked up?
Yeah. No, it's
all right,
blurry,
great.
so I feel like your connection might be bad, but you sound fine. But
There you go, yeah. Connection, yeah, upstairs in this new house, shitty.
Yeah. Are you you're just in the corner of a bare room right now? Is that what's going on?
Corner of one of the rooms we're eventually going to try to turn into a computer room.
But right
Something,
now,
I don't know.
We're like an empty room, basically, or no?
Empty room with boxes and a dresser. So
Yeah, that's good.
just like, yeah. Eventually.
This is a road game for me tonight. I'm at my apartment, my actual place I live and pay money for, which I'm hardly ever at. And it's basically like an empty apartment. There's really nothing in here. I did a tour for Nurse Kim on Spaces with video one time, and it's just empty.
Yeah, how's all that going? How's the X world? Any interesting updates, or is it just the usual?
The what world?
The X Twitter world, Spaces world.
Oh, X. I was
the everything app.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's great. I pay $20 a month for ChatGPT. It's so good. And I also pay like $15 a month for X, so it's good. No, it's good. There's a new. I mean, it's a lot of the same, a lot of the usual. Jake goes off crazy every night. Spaces seems to be kind of dead. It's more just relegated to like you get a coach's corner, which is like art. The coach's corner guys, right? Yeah. You get that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
that's
like,
cool.
Jake does like 7 a day.
Roscoe.
Roscoe, there we go. I was having a hard time thinking of his name, which is crazy.
Great guy.
No, to be honest with you, not a whole lot going on. The Farm League chat has been bumping. absolutely buzzing. 13 members
Yeah,
right
we
now.
got
So
more
we
additions.
lost some people, but we lost some people and it kind of consolidated. BA left on good terms, very good terms. I'm a bandit, so it's fine. But and then also Tommy Quinlan left because Jake was being crazy and he just like stepped away from. Tommy's kind of stepped back from the world. Like he's still in the world, but he's keeping himself like removed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, safe distance.
Almost like he's visiting in prison. Like you can see him, but you can't actually touch him, which is a shame because I really want to touch Tommy. Let's see who else left. Mick left the farm league on bad terms. So
bad
Mick and
terms.
I
Yeah,
are-
I did. I remember
if you were
you
there for
telling
that.
me that.
Yeah,
I was there. I texted
You're busy.
him today.
I actually like Mick, by the way, still, but he's on the shelf, but just to get that out of the way. But he is a shelf guy now. It's fine. How?
Yeah, I texted him earlier today some gambling picks that I won over the weekend.
Oh, there you go.
So that's really all I had. But yeah, I won
I had
a
a
few good
gam-
ones this weekend.
How'd you do overall?
I think right now I'm
Do you
up.
actually gamble or you just pick?
Gamble now that I'm in Kentucky or Tennessee. I'm like right on the line.
Tennessee.
So
Yeah.
I'm like I switch between states essentially because
It's legal in
there's a
both, though,
base
right?
over here. Yeah. It's like there's little specific things. And I
Right.
think
Well, I live on the Ohio River, so like in Ohio, like on my account, I don't ever gamble anymore. But on my account, like I literally like choose Ohio or West Virginia depending on what side of the river I'm on. It's the same, they're same thing. If I were to go to Kentucky, Kentucky's just as close.
Yeah, you're close. I'm on like the way west side of Kentucky and like
Oh,
the
yeah,
bottom.
Yeah.
But I'm
You're as
there.
far away from me. You're as far away from me in Kentucky as you could basically be. I'm in like Ashland is what's closest to me, and that's like northeast Kentucky basically. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they
I will tell you real quick though, even though you're in Tennessee, and I don't know Tennessee because I've never been there, but I'm sure they've got better spots. But the Red River Gorge in Kentucky, if you're looking for a trip with the wife and the kids, it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. Beautiful place. Camping is great there. You go to like a gas station and buy a tag to put in your car window, and then like you just park your car and walk wherever you want to and camp wherever you want. It's like, and it's not like you don't have people up on your ass. Like it's nice. It's good. Very good.
That's nice. I would love to do something like that because it's been a while
Dude,
since
and
I've been on a camping trip.
River is in like most spots like a foot deep, so like it's not dangerous. You know what I mean? Like it's not like one of those rivers where, I still wouldn't like let the kids just run around in the river, but it's not like the new river. Like they're not gonna get swept away in the Red River. And if they do,
play a little bit.
And if they do, like you got a sweet GoFundMe coming your way. Like you got a bunch of sympathy.
And
work.
I know a lot. Yeah. I know a lot of people who have contributed to GoFundMes before. So leave it in God's hands. So
That's my problem. I don't have any kids, so I have no GoFundMe potential.
Yeah, you got to work on that. Dogs. I mean,
yeah,
maybe not the kids, but definitely the GoFundMe potential. That's like I feel like that's paramount.
I got to find something else sympathetic.
There you go. Yeah, I mean,
how's building the house going?
That job is basically done. I'm not really doing that one anymore. I got offered a couple of jobs for a pipe crew, but the only issue is I realized I can't really start working those kind of jobs until I get my VA rating, because that limits what you can and can't do. So I just got to make sure I don't like break whatever they put me at.
It reminded me when you said that. I was like, grab my pen, make a note. There's a couple things I want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Not right now, but like I'm going to put those in my back pocket. I thought so. I'm an idiot. I thought you were building your house like you're going to live in. Like I thought you like moved to Tennessee. And you're like, yeah, now I'm building myself a house. Like I'm an idiot. I thought that's what you were doing.
No, because that will be coming eventually. Like we're looking at, I've been looking at acres kind of like in this area, and then it over in the Kentucky state line area too. So we're back and forth.
yeah.
We're I'm looking, but that's going to be like a year down the line before I'd probably buy the land, and then of course building the house that'd probably take a couple of years. So it's like 3 to 5 years away. But
To be honest with you, I think I wouldn't rush to it because I think the prices are just gonna slowly decline over the next few years. Like,
yeah,
I
there's
don't
there's
think
actually there's really good prices in Kentucky. Like just because it's Kentucky, the prices are just so
yeah,
much better, And that's
yeah,
like at first I was hesitant because I felt the same way as everyone else. Like you don't want to tell people, "Oh yeah, I live in Kentucky," but then
yeah.
once you kind of like suck it up, you're like, "Wait, who gives a fuck, man? That's a lot of land,"
This
you
is
know?
it's kind of nice. Like you can have a completely different quality of life.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I can get 8 to 10 acres for like under 100 grand. Yeah, I'll fuck.
Yeah,
I would
I
love
don't
that.
want this to happen, but if people like in New England like sold their houses and moved to like West Virginia, Kentucky, like they would be out Mississippi, Alabama, they'd be living like fucking kings. Indiana's got a lot of cheap
Yep,
places.
yep. The birthplace of myself. Yeah, I remember.
That's right. Shout out
Yeah,
PRC as well.
shout out PRC, and we were supposed to go to the Titans game, the Titans Colts game, but things came up. But I still had a great time. I did go to the Titans game because my wife won me free tickets. So I got to watch the Colts pummel the Titans.
Oh, beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, we were watching that one in the Farm League chat. And I was like, at facts. No, like I don't think you deleted your account yet. Maybe you had. I don't know. But yeah,
I
that
think
was
I had
awesome.
like
So
I think I just
like
done it, and then I just messaged you like that Friday.
Fax is like a long lost comfortable sneaker. It's like Hallahan.
Fuck yeah.
So are you ready to eat? Like, are you eating crow on Daniel Jones?
No, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready
Okay.
yet.
So you still like there's still is there a part of you that kind of hopes he sucks?
Oddly, yeah, but like just but also at the same time, I'm on both sides. Like I'm absolutely 100% okay with being wrong cuz it's better for my team. So like I'm cool with being dead wrong, but like after Sunday, I think I got really pissed and I was like I was going off on him again, but there's multiple clips or like at least audio of me that's on the internet of me like talking about my deep hatred for him. So it's a tough relationship. It's really tough.
No,
And also like I was going to say like the only argument I have left right now is fine, Daniel Jones is good at quarterback, but is he a Super Bowl winning quarterback? 'Cause that's what you really want, Can he win a Super Bowl though? Like I don't care if he can take us to the playoffs. I care if he can win us a Super Bowl.
how do you feel
And if he
about
does, then I
the new
lose.
owner, the broad
Hey,
owner with the clipboard?
dude, her eyebrows are weird, but other than that, she's she's
Whatever.
doing well. It's fucking
The
working.
beauty of that is she's put herself in a situation. I don't know what I just hit a button on these headphones and they said something. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what they even said. Like I feel like if it were going poorly, she'd be getting blamed for it. But also because it's going well, like people are like kind of being like, does she have something to do with? I don't know. It's a weird situation.
Well, she at least has like one layer of armor with Chris Ballard, like the GM. That's really it. But yeah,
Mm.
after that, it goes right to her. But
Yeah.
there's this extra inspiration now that we're like all playing for Jim Irsay apparently. Which, hey, fine. I mean, cool. He was a dope dude. Like fucking, what a way to go out. I mean, can't ask for a better way, partying. But
I just
it was good.
I hit the button again by accident, so I was like, I heard it this time. It said noise canceling, so that's interesting. But it's hurting the shit out of my ear, like this fucker. It's like
Which ones are those the Anchor ones?
no, they're JBL.
Yeah, I have similar ones. I like JBL though.
I do too. That's my old headphones. Like I still have the case for some reason, but they just broke. Like the button broke completely. But yeah, these are my dad's. So I got my dad's earwax in my ears right now. I guess it's kind of gross. But
Well, I mean, that's your earwax, you know.
yeah, technically, at least half of it, I guess,
Yeah, you got like
genetically
50%.
connected. So weird.
Exactly,
But yeah,
so.
what was I going to say? Are you still listening to KMS?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Okay, I was curious about that.
I'm not done with today's episode yet. I got about halfway through just because I was doing shit today. But great start. I mean, at least everyone
Have you
seems to
gotten
be in a
to
good
Whitney's
mood so
call
far.
yet?
No,
So
I have
Whitney
not
hasn't
made it
called
there
yet.
yet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Good call.
It was
That's all I'll say.
good.
Whitney's always. You never met Whitney,
Yeah.
did you? Is he cool?
No, I never met Whitney. I met Jared and
okay.
Jeff. Yeah.
Jared.
Yeah.
Jeff called me a stupid retard today.
Who did?
Jeff D'Lo in the Bandit chat. I was trolling about Oppenheimer. And I said something really like retarded, and he was just like, "You're a stupid retard." I was like, "So that's cool." Interacting with stars. Jeff seems like a really nice guy, though. Yeah, so Jeff seems like a very nice guy.
He's nice. I was on the show with him, Jackson and Tim show with him. So we interacted very.
Oh, he went.
Yeah, Jack. The Unrelated show.
That's
yeah,
funny. That's funny.
it was like that was the episode where Kirk got really pissed at me because I said some very like minor things about the show, like
it's all coming back.
Very very soft notes.
I remember being like when Kirk was talking about that, being happy because Jackson was in trouble, too, and that amused me.
Yeah.
I still like Jackson.
Yeah, that was fun. Me
Jackson
too.
is
I
in
just
chat
don't know,
now.
like. Oh, yeah. I was in that chat for a little bit before I deactivated.
Lucky you.
But if someone
like,
who
what I
has
understand,
my
it's
number
like-
could give him my number, or someone who has his number and my number could give him my number, that would be great.
Okay, no problem.
Oh yeah, it's
How does
fucking you. Of course you have it.
How does he contact?
Or
you? Like, does he
DM it. Well,
like,
he doesn't. I haven't talked to him.
Well, he lives in Australia, so like, how would you text him? Can you text people in Australia?
That's what I don't know. We're both
I think you
in
need
the
to get
in the dark.
So I think what you need to do is I'll get a WhatsApp, and then like let me know what your thing is, and I'll give him your WhatsApp. And then
I think I got that still. I think I have that. I double.
I think that's what you need, but I can take care of that. While the intro song video thing I was playing, I was thinking about it because you said like when PRC was like and facts, and you're like 8 weeks in a row, and like everybody bitched about it, but there haven't been a whole lot of Mike and the Minifans since then.
Hey, that was the point I
Nick
made.
did like 2.
Yeah,
and
and
Bradley
then
Stein made a deal about hosting one and never did, and that's I think it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, I mean, also like during that time, it did stop because I was banned. So from the network by Kirk. Kirk did ban me.
From the network, I forgot.
Yeah. During my internship, so he was like, "Let's see if he's like really a fan." And so I was like, "Oh, okay. I don't really care. Yeah, of course I'm a fan. I'll just fucking chill for a few months, like no worries." And then
what was
the
point of that test?
It was just like it was right around the time where people were like, he did stuff for Chaps, right? He hates you, Kirk. And I was like, that's not remotely true. But like Kirk took it that way, or he was just joking and trolling, either or. So I just kind of like hung out, and then I was gonna go back, but then I had a really, really fucking busy summer because getting out of the military, apparently that's just a physical and a very big mental transition. So because like reintegrating myself and like interacting with the public again was so weird versus just kind of like your everyday like army people, just because it's when you're in the army, you can jump into any group whether you know them or not and start shooting the shit and just kind of, because you guys all have that similar experience. But when you're outside in the real world, you can't really just go up to someone and be like, "Hey, why does your shirt look all fucked up? What's up? What's that about?" Or, "Hey, why does your team suck?" Blah blah blah.
I do my best to have like I do my best to have a face on, like when I'm in public, that says "Don't talk to me," and I don't talk to people, and that's how I interact with the public.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I've
like,
mastered.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I've mastered
polite,
that.
like in like I always say thank you, and I hold doors for people and stuff. But I don't want.
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
like,
yeah. You just
I try to avoid
go
small talk.
go about your business as a gentleman. Try not to engage too much. You know, I mean, but
the problem is here, and the reason why I got good at it is because especially in school, like Marshall's in downtown Huntington, you're just surrounded by fucking bums all day. So you just got to be like, when you're walking to class, you got to like just perfect it so they don't fucking like when they ask you for money, like like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like a New York thing. There's just a huge concentration of bums in like a 1 square mile radius.
yeah,
And
dude,
it's gotten way worse.
I remember the first time I flew up to Boston. It was like a connecting flight in New York, and
Yeah, they got a lot of bums there.
Yeah, I'd never been, and I had like 3 hours to kill, so I literally took a train into the city because I'm like, oh, I'll just go get lunch and head back. And walking down the street, like just walking down the street, like 3 bums had come up to me. One of them, he came up to me with a handful of quarters, and he was like, "Hey man, you got anything I can have? Anything I can have?" And I was like, and he's just like shaking the quarters at me,
You look like a
and
cop.
I was like, I don't know. And I was like, no, man, no, fuck off. Like, kind of like, I don't think I said like fuck off specifically, but I was like, kind of gave that no, go away. But yeah, that was the other one, and the other guys were just like basic, like, hey, got this, got that. But that guy, yeah, literally had like, it had to be like $3 in quarters. It wasn't a lot, and I really should have stopped and asked.
And one of them was Jay.
He messaged me once when I went up in November, for my appearance when I went on the actual show, and he was like,
Had
"Come
him
here
blocked
if you
forever.
dare," something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
He hangs out in the same place every day, from what I can see, because I always see pictures. I always see pictures of him, and he's always in like the same circle, like with a bunch of other people doing delivery stuff, like playing hacky sack and like whatever.
Oh, that's legit. He literally does hang out in that little circle all day.
Yes. The picture, it has to, because I've seen him like be photographed. I've seen photographs of him in like consecutive days in the same spot, basically with more or less the same people. So
Yeah, because like when what's him?
I have no
when
sympathy
fucking,
for him. He's another one. He could get a job, no problem. There's nothing physically the matter with him. He's just a weirdo, and he refuses. Like, he chooses to be an urchin.
Yeah, no. He's straight up delusional, and that's his cross to bear. I mean, fucking, that's your problem, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause, I mean, I think even Sneakers has offered him a job. Like,
I'm sure, but that would be hilarious. Like, I would love to watch that, like Jay working for Sneakers, because it would just be Sneakers abusing Jay. But like, I also like, I don't think Jay has any work ethic. To be honest, like, I don't see Jay doing any. Like, I don't know.
yeah, I got a feeling
Maybe
that's
I'd be
not in his
shocked.
repertoire.
He's also fat now, which is interesting. He's like fat, but he's old. So I'm freezing. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a hoodie.
Okay. Let's see. What's up, general public? I can't. Oh shit! That's why I don't have the chat loaded. That makes more sense now. There we go.
Max, don't worry. This is a meeting of the minds. There's hardly any comments.
I know, but I
I
realized. I realized.
I put every single comment that happens on the screen. So.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Facts. We missed you, buddy. Hi, Sean. Nice to hear from you. I hope you're doing well. Hallahan, thank you again. Very much for the nice compliment. I'm glad I'm able to finish.
I think you might. I think both of those comments that you read might have been from the same person.
Oh, well, hey, double thing. Fucking big supporter. Fucking great.
I posted the video earlier on my Twitter account, and I think it's because where I don't pay for like the $40 one, I get no engagement anymore. like nobody responds to anything I post. Like nobody sees any of it. It gets like 14 views. I don't know. But anyway, so I posted in the Farm League chat and I was like, I need some response. So then like all like 5 of them all posted like the most like pathetic, like, hey, you guys should check this out tonight, like retweets. Like all in a row, like within 10 minutes of each other. And I was like, yes.
Hey, I mean, fucking quick response time though. That's you got that. At least the
Drew
Farm League's still
posted it.
loyal.
That is true. The Farm League is very loyal. And
Yeah,
there's
Drew.
women in the Farm League now. We don't have any gays in the Farm League at the moment, but we do have women, so
We do gotta, I guess we do gotta branch out to see if there's any other gays. Who would be a good one?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah,
with keeping it. I think the Farm League's gonna start realigning itself more like the military. So no more fatties. We're gonna have strict weight requirements.
Hit the road.
Beards. I'm gonna have to shave. Everybody's gonna have to shave.
Yeah,
I do like the beard thing from Hegseth. I hated when the
weirdos.
Yankees got. I understood the beard thing. From what I understand, all started with like during the war in Iraq, where those guys, like the special forces guys, all had the big beards, and like I
Yeah.
feel. But then like people that like didn't deploy started like having beards. It feels like half the time like you like see military people, they look like shit. Like I want my military people like being all clean cut. I want them all like high and tight. They can have a little bit of a mustache, like like the clean at their officer's discretion.
Hey,
which
there you
basically
go.
means no one's allowed to have one. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the military should be like the New York Yankees. Like they should be clean cut, and the Yankees don't do that anymore either. Now the Yankees are allowed to have beards, which irritates me. That's my thing there. I like that.
think,
And also, like they're reviewing the bullying and harassment policies getting reviewed because Hegseth is like.
I read the whole.
So
I read
that a
the
lot.
whole article. I read the interview. Jess was showing me earlier today. She's like, "Did you see it yet?" And I was like, "No." She handed it to me. I read it, and I was like, and she's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, to be honest, like, it's not going to be taken well, but I agree with basically all of it. Like,
Well, it seems like it all makes sense when you consider the fact that the whole point is it's an army.
exactly, and
So-
that's just kind of like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you don't want to be in it, then like, no worries. If you're gonna be
You
weak,
work at Target.
yeah. I mean, shit. There's nothing.
I don't want to
wrong
be in the
with,
military.
Yeah,
So
Target,
I should have been in, like
construction, anything.
there's plenty of things whatever,
But they use
yeah,
it.
like I don't know.
They want the A lot of people. It became very big. To join to get the college paid for and to get like other benefits.
It basically
as well.
became an arm of the welfare state. To be honest with you,
Yes.
in ways, especially with the 100% with the disability bullshit, where all these, like, I mean, like, I know everybody knows disabled veterans because everybody's a fucking disabled veteran anymore. But
Correct.
like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to me that these like able-bodied people are not working because they're getting paid to not work.
Yeah. It's. I don't. I get.
It's insane.
I get irrationally frustrated.
I get it.
at
Like, yeah, especially with people who like, I don't like. I will say first of all, like, it should be disqualifying to be a disabled veteran if you were never deployed to a combat zone.
Yeah, because I think
Like, I mean, the only extenuating circumstances I could think of would be like if you were injured and like, but I'm talking like you gotta like get injured. Like, I'm not talking like my back hurts and like it was because I was in training. I'm talking like you lost a leg. We fucked up. Somebody's in trouble. Like you're a disabled veteran now. But like I don't know. So anyway, this is just a civilian. I got nothing to say, but it's something I read those tweets today and I was very happy. It's what I voted for.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely don't mind it at the end to the point of like how it's going to be executed. Like, I think it's going to go fine because it's just they're like essentially what they're saying is we want quality over quantity, which I've been pushing the entire time because I don't want to look around and see somebody that's like almost 300 pounds in a army uniform. Like, hit the road. No. Or hit the road every day for a mile and then lose all that weight. Like, it's just, if you are going to sign on the dotted line a contract that says you agree to do all of the things, you have to do them. Because that's really what it is. It's like, it's never been a army regulation issue or army standards issue. That's never really been the case. It's always been the leadership not enforcing it. Because the standard does outline you do have to be this amount of fit. You do have to run in this amount of
Yes.
time. All of these things. And then people just kind of stopped enforcing it aggressively. And it's like, well, now we're on this slippery slope because we have all these fatties. We have all these people claiming they're suddenly Norse pagan so they can grow a beard with a religious exemption.
Yeah, stop.
And they've never, like, some of the psychos are, and that's fine. You want to go and hunt and then eat your food raw and have a beard? I'll leave you alone. But most of you are like, just saying you're Norse pagan so you can have that religious exemption to grow the beard. That's why you see them more often.
Is it so that like the military is like probably like what 50% pagans at this point or something?
I mean, it's starting to look like it. Like I was on base.
interesting.
I was on base
That's
the
like
other day.
that's like prison, dude. It's like people saying they're Native Americans so they can smoke cigarettes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
like prison. Go ahead.
Prison-
Good.
I was gonna say prison and the military are actually extremely similar as far as like well, at least like the basic training part, not like the day to day. But my buddy Rocco, who's been to prison many times, he and I used to talk about it, and we would swap stories to like see how close it was. And we're like, wow, like that's weird. And then he's
Basically
like,
the same thing.
yeah, he's like, oh yeah, we get rec time and TV. I'm like, oh, I never got that shit. I didn't get a TV. That'd have been nice.
You guys get wreck?
Yeah. But then also I was like, I mean, he was like, yeah, but it does kind of suck in there. And I told him, I was like, well, I guess that's why you like don't do heroin and threaten to kill people. I mean, fucking,
Yeah, that's true.
that
I
will get
managed
you in
to-
prison.
I'm not a model citizen, but I've managed to avoid it for the last 32 years. I have a feeling I'm going to avoid it for another 32 as well, at least.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's truly not that
I don't even
difficult.
think about not going to jail. I just don't do it.
Yeah, I've had a couple close calls in life, but I've never actually been, so There's-
Every once in a while you strategically roll the dice. That's just part of life. But the thing is
Have
the,
to.
the chances that I take are like maybe a misdemeanor, probably get it like, do a little community service, it'll get expunged anyway.
yeah. It's like it's
You
low
don't take the
risk.
felony risks. You just like that's the whole thing. You're allowed to take some misdemeanor risks,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you shouldn't
yeah.
be taking felony risks.
Yeah, you got your
That's
times
good.
with like, a little bit of weed on you or something, or like, I think like insurance wasn't valid, and they were like, "You're gonna go to jail, and we're gonna impound your car." And I was like,
I got a
Calm
civil misdemeanor for my insurance being expired once. But it's like
I-
I didn't even know it was I didn't even know it was a misdemeanor until they like published it in the paper and it said like civil misdemeanors and it was like a bunch of moving violations. So they're technically misdemeanors. I guess any crime that's not like a felony is I guess technically a misdemeanor. And technically it is a crime. It's just not a punishable
Yeah, it's like-
jail crime.
"What is it? It's like class A, B, and C for misdemeanors, and then it's class A, B, and C for felony."
Yeah,
or
it's like a
something
class
like
like
that.
it's like a class D
D,
misdemeanor
yeah.
or whatever, or something.
I just got
don't
like
know.
a suggestive note. I got one of those in like Boston because I forgot to. I didn't realize the lights weren't automatic on my rental, so I never turned them on. But the street lights were on. I was in downtown, and he was like, "Hey, bud, I got to give you this note to remind you to turn on your lights." And I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." And then I like turned them on. He's like, "Yeah, I still got to give you this note." And then I was like, "Cool. Do you know where parking is?" And he was like, "Yeah, go over there." He was weird. He was Canadian, I think, or at least from
That's what I
Minnesota.
was gonna say. He's Canadian, Minnesota.
Yeah, something,
when I
but,
got,
yeah.
I just paid this car off. By the way, you didn't know. about
Yes, I
this 'cause
saw.
you're
I saw
brother
you
Jet.
told me.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, congrats.
Just paid it off. But when I first got it, it's 2019 Toyota Yaris. The lights, the guy like when I bought it, like he didn't care because it was like the cheapest car they had available,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like he wasn't like, but I like, and he was like focused on showing me how to hook my iPhone up to it. And like, I didn't really give a fuck about that because I knew I could figure that one out. What I was worried about was like, all right, show me the lights and all that. And he was like, oh, yeah. So anyway, for like 3 months, dude, I was driving around with my lights off at night because there's running on the front. And like, I remember I would drive home. I would drive like 30 miles every day like this through the country. And I would drive home and I would say to my coworkers, when I got back to work, I'd be like, the next day, I'd be like, there must be something weird about my car where it's like really small and low to the ground where it's fucking with people's lights because like people like get behind me and they just like their lights just flat, like blink and blink and blink. Where people are flashing their fucking lights at me because my tail lights aren't on. So finally, like, I swear to God, dude, it was 3 months after I got the goddamn car, I got pulled over by a sheriff and he's like, your lights aren't on. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm, something like that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, and he's like, it's no problem. And he's like going back to his car. And for some reason I was nervous. I was like, yeah, I just got this thing. And the guy never showed me. And he's like, and he like turned around and like sighed. He was like, let me see your registration, your insurance. So that's when I learned never to talk to the cops. Like only answer questions, never talk to them. But anyway, yeah, that's the whole story. But yeah, I drove around for like 3 months like that. So
Hey, I mean I'm
an
that'll
idiot.
happen. No, I mean that's happened to me twice. So it's like the one in Boston, and then I was driving up to Michigan for my sister's wedding with my dad in his like huge ass Sequoia, and I was driving. I was locked in too. There was no music playing. I was just sitting there with my fucking brain just locked in. It was like 3 a.m. and I'm going through this small town. I think in like Wisconsin or no, because you don't pass Wisconsin in that part of Michigan. So I think I was like just getting into Michigan, and they pulled me over and they're like, "Dude, your lights aren't on." And I was like, "Oh, well, okay, my bad. Didn't mean to do that." And he's like, you like, what's up with that? And I was like, dude, I don't drive this fucking car. This is my dad's car. And my dad's like, yeah, my car. And he's like, can I take my dog out while you guys do all this? And they were like, yeah, sure.
We're at Michigan, Upper Peninsula or Lower Peninsula?
Again, like it's like right outside. Right outside. They don't have the bad water, but they're close to it. Yeah. But
shitty Michigan. The shitty
yeah,
part.
Beautiful in
the industrial gross part.
Yeah, beautiful in the summer. In the if you're in a small town.
Yeah.
Because like Midwest summers are just wonderful. Wonderful. Like anything
much
really
cooler
more north
than down here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like today in Tennessee it was like fucking 82. It's almost October. It's about to be October. You know?
Yeah, it's about it wasn't as today it was like 79 here, but like yesterday it was like when the sun was hitting me, it felt like it was like 88 degrees. It was horrible. We get the southern air down. The way the Gulf Stream cuts, it's like just north of Huntington. So we get all the southern air patterns down here. But the rest of the state has like more northern air patterns, so they get way more snow. It's really weird. Like it'll snow in the entire state except for like the 60-mile radius around where I live. It'll rain here. It's usually like a couple degrees warmer here. It's weird. When I lived in Columbus, 150 miles directly north of Huntington, like actually directly north, and it would be routinely be 10 degrees cooler. Like in the summer, even it'd be 92 up there and 82 in Columbus. So
yeah. I mean,
I could live. Like it's kind of weird, especially because I have a very depressive personality. But the more and more I think about it, the more I think I want to live in like northern Wisconsin or the Upper Peninsula or something.
Dude,
I want to go back to my roots. That's where my dad's. It's horrible. I've been there before. My dad's family's from Sault Ste. Marie in the Upper Peninsula.
Oh yeah, because I showed you the song by Sufjan Stevens, "Sleeping Bear, St. Marie," or something like that.
Yes, that's right. And the Sleeping Bear Dunes I've been to before. Traverse City is where my dad was born, which is where they're going to do a show.
I know that. I've been there. Yeah.
Traverse City is beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah,
place.
gorgeous.
Absolutely
gorgeous.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't know, but like I could, like, it's depressing, and it's like, but I kind of like it. Like I could see myself like 30 years from now just being in like a cabin shack somewhere in like the woods up there, like drinking, probably doing heroin. I don't know, like I might take up heroin in my old age. Like I have no desire to do heroin now. Like it's got to be awesome. So like I'm sure like I won't be in good shape when I'm 60. I don't take care of myself.
I could tell
now,
you
so,
from secondhand experience,
Rocco says
good.
it's good,
Rocco,
right?
yeah, Rocco knows. Rocco loved it.
Whatever. I trust Rocco's judgment.
Yeah, he's a hey, hard worker, you know. I'll give him that. Hard worker.
A lot of them are. A lot of construction guys.
Oh yeah, dude.
A lot of meth and heroin.
Yeah, but I will say this because we do. I don't want to like just completely trash Rocco. He is now.
No.
He is now almost years
Nice.
sober, and probation. He finished probation for the first life. Oh shit, my bad.
Congratulations, Rocco. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Your internet's starting
hey,
to cut
bouncing
up
back
a little bit now. Bouncing back. My brother's a meth guy. He's currently sober. He's working. He's back on the tugboats, going up and down the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, bringing coal down to New Orleans for
but that's
Appalachian Power. I'm sorry, I always call it Appalachian Power. AP, American Electric Power. It's a big utility. They own like the second largest fleet of coal barges in the United States. So, and there's actually Huntington's a huge inland port. Like it's the second biggest busiest inland port in the United States. It used to be the number one, but Louisville just passed us a couple of years ago. So a lot of people work on the tugboats from around here. They go Western Kentucky is a big, Paducah is a big, I don't know if that's in your area at all. Paducah is a big tugboat town as well.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because when I go on the highway, whenever I'm going to the highway, it's like I-24 east is to Nashville and I-24 west is Paducah. So that's what it says
Paducah's
on
on the far western part of Kentucky.
Yeah, that's where I'm
like
at.
on the Ohio River. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically all the way on the edge because
my mom
Clarksville's a west.
When I was my brother worked on the barges, I think when I was in my mid-20s, I lived in Ohio. And my mom would be like, yeah, your brother got arrested in Paducah. I got in a bar fight. I'd be like, so we had to send him $400. We're like, cool.
To the bail bondsman.
Didn't improve much from there. But so when I make fun of drug addicts, let me just say I have drug addicts close to me in my family, so I can make fun of them.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember one of the times I was living in the same city as Rocco when he got arrested, and his girlfriend called me and was like, Rocco got arrested, we got to go find his jewelry and start selling it to pay the bail bondsman and shit, and they had to get all this together.
Is Rocco real quick, is Rocco Italian or black?
Italian.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew it was one or the other.
Yep.
And like honestly, they're kind of the same thing anyway, so
yeah, in a way kind of share similarities. I agree. And he's Sicilian, so that's like even more.
Oh,
you know?
Well, I mean, I'm
basically
Sicilian
on
as well,
the line.
believe it or not.
Same here.
My mom's half Sicilian, so I'm a quarter Sicilian.
Yeah. My mom is a Sicilian redhead actually herself. So
that's my mom. So people, this is crazy. My great grandfather was born in Sicily, red hair and blue eyes. Like it's fucking crazy.
Possible.
But then his brothers all look like typical like WAP guineas. Like it's just weird. That just happens.
Yeah. I think
everyone conquered Sicily at one point. Like Sicily was conquered. So the red hair comes from the Normans. The Normans conquered Sicily. They had the kingdom of Sicily. Then like my mom did a DNA test. She had a shit ton of Greek blood, a shit ton of like Southern Italian blood, a shit ton, like Jewish blood, like 5% Jewish, like Mediterranean, like Levant stuff, like all sorts of crazy shit. Because like that's just a big melting pot of people that I wouldn't traditionally consider white.
Yeah, Sicily kind of got a train run on it, huh? They just took turns.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, I'm sure you've never seen the movie. You probably haven't seen True Romance, have you?
No, I have
It's
not.
my favorite movie of all time. You got to see it sometime. Chad and Mick and I one time did a watch along stream where we watched the entire movie. The whole thing's on YouTube.
Really?
Quentin Tarantino wrote the movie, but he didn't direct it. but you can tell it's a Tarantino movie like when you watch it. Gandolfini's in it very young. Brad Pitt's in it very young. Great movie. But there's a scene called the Sicilian scene where Christopher Walken, who's like a mob boss, is talking to Harvey Keitel and trying to figure out where he's at. And Harvey Keitel says to him, he goes, "You're Sicilian." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, Sicilians, they got black blood in them. He's like, because the Moors, they conquered Sicily. And Christopher Walken, like it's the greatest scene in cinematic history. It's such a good scene. So highly recommend the movie. True
Christian
Romance.
Slater stars in it too.
Christian Slater, Alabama Whirly, what's her name?
Patricia
Patricia Arquette, who is so fucking hot in that movie, dude. Unbelievably hot. She's got this gap in her front teeth. Oh my god, insane.
Great.
Movie. There's a scene where James Gandolfini beats the piss out of her, and it's so good.
He's got a habit of that. We got a habit of that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so like Amy Lou Wood, newer actress, White Lotus.
Oh, she's the gap tooth one with what's his face, right? Yes, with
Walton Goggins. Yeah.
Goggins. Yeah, she's cute. I like her.
Okay, I was because you said the gap, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe that's like a thing for you, maybe just a
but
little
Patricia
thing.
Arquette was hotter.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like, I like it's just like here's a hot chick who also has like a quirk.
Yeah, a slight division. Yes, I agree.
But it becomes because it's a hot chick. It's like, oh, that's charming that she has that. Like, I'm trying to find because Patricia Arquette looks like she's an old.
I see.
Now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find like a good one of like what she looked like in the movie.
I'm looking at a picture of her and Christian Slater in the theater.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
She was so hot, but she has the tooth gap. Like, it's just kind of her unique feature. She's almost like Michael Strahan. Red Sox are up 3-1 now, by the way, in the 9th inning. Oh, Chad's coming on. Chad, I will send you a link, buddy.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. I love Chad. I love Chad.
Everybody loves Chad.
I wish
this is a great threesome here. Go ahead.
I wish that my internet wasn't so stupid because this house that we're in only has one singular Cat 6 input for the router and modem and shit. And so in order for me to like get all this stuff, I would have to completely rewire a couple of things. One. And now I gotta like, I don't know, do some shit. I don't even know what to do because AT&T told me it was good over there. And then I'm setting it up and I'm on the phone with the guy and he's like, "You're not in a good enough spot." And I was like, well, this kind of is more of an AT&T problem than it is a Tim Faxon problem, I think. Because you guys told me it was good.
Crazy.
Like, don't fucking gaslight me. Like,
that's insane.
This is not my fault.
Also, you don't live in like the middle of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like basically on a military base, like close enough. Like you guys think like signals and shit. Like it's an infantry base, so it's different. But
there's a population of people there.
On this one, yeah, on Fort Campbell, it's the biggest, like one of the biggest in the entire country. So
like
Band of Brothers.
I know people who live in West Virginia who don't live like within like fucking 40 miles as the crow flies of other people, and they actually have access to cable internet.
See, that's what and that's where I kind of fucked up on that one because I originally did order cable internet, and the dude came over
I was
to
say you said a cat line. What are you trying to do? Like DSL?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that?
Just because it was like available and fast, but we're gonna switch to fiber. They have a lot of fiber here.
Oh, okay. So why not cable then?
Story time.
Sorry,
so
I'm bad at that. Chad, I sent you the link, by the way.
I ordered it, and the dude came over to like install it and everything, and I just kind of like had told Jess, I was like, hey, I'm getting the internet taken care of. I'm trying to do all this, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. The dude comes over. He like takes out the thing and he starts talking about like digging in the yard and putting the satellite up. And she had just like no clue. And that was going on. And she was like, fuck no, we're not doing this. I'm not digging this. She just like didn't really understand how it works. She's like, I don't want all this stuff happening in the house we just moved into. So I basically went up to the dude and was like, "Hey, I know you're like halfway through, but I want it." And
jeez, I won't
To me-
comment on that, but I'll text you my thoughts on that story. Fat Chad, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Hi, Chad. What's
I
up,
know.
man?
Fax is explaining
Welcome
how
back,
his wife
Fax. Good to see you, man.
fucked up their internet.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, I should be back on a meeting of the minds on Thursday too, and then
Yeah.
Luke re-inspired my show that I can't like rename and make a new show because of my entrance video, and I was like, oh, I fucking killed that logo. I forgot. You know, with like the
Yeah.
burning fax machine, it was perfect. I was like, ugh, I should have been like a
No, you should
social
bring back
media
Face to
intern.
Fax.
Yeah, I should have done graphics for like a fucking podcast or something.
Yeah, you can do graphics for the
Yeah.
farm league if you want.
Maybe you can get an internship somewhere, you know?
Yeah, that could be a possibility. I could like make their thumbnails for a while and I could like save the template for them and send it to them and then they could stop using it after a month and everyone would be like,
Did
"What
you
the fuck?"
actually? Did you bring back your show with Pip?
Saturday.
It's come back on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So he and I were talking because he was changing jobs and I had just moved here. So we just talked the other day. So Saturday in person, we're gonna go. It's gonna be in this room. So yeah, I'm gonna set it up, and I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a good time because
Are you guys gonna be
before-
live together, like in the same room?
yeah, sitting next to each other.
Oh, he lives there.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
he
cool.
lives like I think like 5 or 10 miles away or something like that. But yeah,
That'd be very cool.
he's from the area and he actually used to be stationed here. So back when he was a forward observer for like artillery. So he used to do that. Yeah, fancy. Oh, look at me. I'm fucking tall and handsome and I did artillery. Like what a douchebag.
I learned a fact about scouts the other day that I want to tell you guys real quick.
Please.
During World War II, and I think like still to today, like if you were colorblind, they were like, you're a scout. Because apparently like camouflage doesn't work on colorblind people. It just looks like it sticks out. Like camouflage actually makes you like stick out like to
You're a
colorblind.
highlighter, yeah. It's like a high vis for them.
Anyway, I thought that was fascinating. I was like, oh, that's
That
very
is pretty
cool.
good, actually.
I enjoyed that
That's a
fact
good
very
fact,
much.
right?
Yeah.
You could
That's
win
a
like
fact.
a bar bet with that. Yeah, I would not have known.
Facts. If you bring back Face to Facts, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Maybe even
I
if
think
like you just do like it doesn't have to be a regular thing. Like you can even just do one whenever you have an idea. Like, hey, here's a Face to Facts.
I want to do
I'd come on if you need anybody.
absolutely.
I'm dying
First
for
of
somebody to
all,
invite me on a show. Nobody ever invites me on shows. John's the only person.
I would love to have you. That would be great. And
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
think for one of the episodes, I want to do a deep dive into this show that was on NBC in like 2012. It was called Siberia. And it's so fucking interesting. And I just kind of like want to like talk about how it was a fever dream because no one else knows the fucking show except for like me and my brothers. I think we were the only 4 people to watch it because it got canceled after
I gotta
one
be
season.
honest. Yeah, I would have to sit and watch that. I've never seen.
It sounds cool though, like from what I just read.
It's okay.
It says like
All right. Yeah.
Somebody says the show is described as having a Lost meets Survivor premise and is compared to the Blair Witch Project and The River. It's a supernatural
Dude.
drama television series shot in the style of a reality television show where 16 contestants must survive in the Siberian territory of Tunguska. Shortly after arrival, the contestants notice strange things and are abandoned by the production of the reality show. Tunguska is where the big asteroid happened or whatever, or meteor. So I assume that might have a role to play in that movie. Oh no, it's actually froze.
Like-
There you go. I gotta pee, but I can hear you. But you guys,
Oh, am I back? Yeah. That whole show, that entire show is a wild ride from like beginning to end. I think my brothers and I were super into it when we were like 13 and like 10 and 11, whatever. But we watched the whole thing. The way it ends is crazy. And then it just like never heard from again. But we DVR'd that shit, man. Like we had it on DirecTV every like whatever night it aired. We were watching it. Like we were pretty hooked, and nobody knows that show, but it's weird. It's really fucking weird, and if I watched it again, it would probably be really shitty, but it was super interesting. Like the premise is like
I was
very good, but some of the
I was
shit
a
in it is
sophomore
like
in college.
ridiculous.
I love the
Sophomore
DVR pull
college
too.
at the time.
You
I
really,
wasn't watching TV.
yeah, you really had to be committed to a show back then to do that shit, right?
Oh
there
yeah,
was no
yeah,
on
like
demand.
No, DVR, that's easy. Like you had to be committed. Like you had to like show up at 8 o'clock on Thursday every week, or you'd miss it and like never find out. That was
I
commitment.
think
Well, if
I
you
think
guys
That's
are
before my
sports
era.
guys,
But
you remember it's like sports guys where you would, if you recorded a couple games, that shit would get full, and then you'd have to find something to delete off the DVR to like make
Yep.
more room. Like
one
Yep.
childhood core memory
first
of
world
mine is my
problems.
grandfather had every Giants Super Bowl on a VHS, which wasn't that many. It was like 4 of them, I think. But I would watch those all the time when I was a kid.
Dude, I
Just
had
watch like
Norwood
random 80s Giants Super Bowls.
Norwood wide right. We had that on tape in my house for damn sure.
Yep. Yep. So fun.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah. The Bills featured in a couple of those, I think.
Yeah.
Or only
I think
one.
that was the last one.
One or
that-
two.
Well, obviously, other than Eli Manning, that was the last Super Bowl the Giants won. The 2 Eli.
Yep.
To eat, dude.
I'd watch
so
that, and I
crazy
watched a lot of
to think about.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers on tape as well.
I did catch
Yeah,
the
that-
tail
that
end
ki-
of your True Romance discussion too.
Oh yeah, Chad,
Like-
you were there. You and me and Mick
Had-
watched that. He's never seen.
Had
True
you
Romance.
seen
I'm
it,
excited
Fax?
for him.
You've never seen it? Yeah, it's such a good one.
I'm excited for him.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
definitely
even
gonna
remember how
watch
it
it
came
though.
up. I think Patricia Arquette. Oh, because he brought up. Do you know who Amy Lou Wood is, Chad?
No.
She's. Did you watch? What's that show called? Jesus.
White Lotus, and then I think she was
White
in
Lotus. She's
Sec-
the bucktooth one on White
That-
Lotus.
Nope.
But he brought her up, and I was like, oh yeah, hot chicks with like weird teeth things. No, wait, never mind. Patricia Arquette was before that because you brought that up because I said Patricia Arquette had buck teeth or with a gap in her teeth. So never mind.
That's true. How did we get to
That's
True
your girl,
Romance?
yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I always
whatever.
I bring up True Romance like once a week. So
As casually in conversation as you can.
let's see. The Red Sox just did something. I don't know. I see a lot of activity in the farm league chat, so that's good.
What a great wild card series that those two have to play each other right off the rip.
That's awesome.
Just all the hatred from both sides just starting off early. Like I don't even really
I'm
give a
just-
shit, but it's great.
Yeah, I'm just
I
holding
don't care
strong,
at all, to be
waiting
honest
to
with
see
you.
who we got coming up. Who's going to be coming there? Because it's what, Chicago or was it LA? No,
Who's we? I don't know who your baseball team
Yeah, I was
is.
just saying.
Oh,
who's your
Brewers.
squad?
Brewers.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
shit.
Padres. Cubs or Padres versus the Brewers, which would be just either me versus Pip or me versus my dad. My dad's a Chicago guy, and then Pip, just like Pip did the same thing I did growing up, where we just kind of like chose teams that we liked starting to watch and just stuck with it. So that's all we usually did. And then he got, I don't know where the
Stick
fuck
with
he
it.
got San Diego Padres from, but
Oh, here we
So-
go.
So,
The
little
Sox
fun
win.
fact:
works.
Did Detroit
Reds-
win against the Guardians? By the way.
I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
No, the Guardians won.
But little
Guardians
fun fact on that. I was actually kind of.
that
fair
is
weather like
that is wrong. Facts. The Tigers won.
Oh, did they cover then?
Tigers
Because I
won.
saw
Okay.
a dude who was posting his bets.
Yeah, 2-1.
So I guess
2-1
maybe
Tigers.
Oh, fuck. my
Tarek
bad.
Skubal carries Detroit Tigers
bad.
when they needed him most versus Guardians.
Nice. So little fun
That's what I
fact.
said.
No facts. I was a bit.
Oh wow,
nine.
Skubal struck out 14. Go ahead, Chad. I'm sorry.
No, it was cool. I similar kind of a fair weather sports fan as a kid. I would always watch. This is back, you had 2, 4, and 7. I lived in like Nowheresville, like New York, hour and a half south of Buffalo. So we had the Bills, but like we would just get whatever the hot team of the year was, on 2, 4, and 7 would always be the prime time. So
Yeah.
like it was in the mid 90s. It was like Florida State football, Syracuse basketball. And I remember when the Marlins made their run and they had like Edgar Renteria and all those guys. I remember when the Mariners were hot. Like I loved all the like whatever team just would come on TV all the fucking time. So I would kind of be a bit of a fair weather fan. Because
I watched
that's
a
what you
shit ton of
got in your room.
Syracuse football as a kid because we had the Big East all the time on one of the local channels because of WVU, and like
Yeah.
Syracuse playing at noon was like a regular occurrence. I remember the Big East network. It'd be like Syracuse and then Pitt, a lot of Pitt games too, and it'd be like Pitt playing in an empty Heinz Field at like noon against Rutgers. A lot of that.
Like I'm talking like 95.
Yeah,
Syracuse,
I was 3.
Syracuse basketball with like John Wallace, who was drafted to the league. Like he was the best player in college for a minute. Like, yeah.
And Fax's dad was like 12 when that happened. So
And, yeah. Like Charlie Ward and Chris Winkie, like the Seminoles were always on. Like
Charlie
the
Ward
Down
is just,
Seminoles.
I just like Charlie Ward. I just like everything about that guy. You know about Charlie Ward, Fax?
No. Charlie Ward.
Dude, Charlie Ward. So
What if I were to tell you that a guy won a Heisman Trophy
and then went to the
decided
NBA
decided to play for the Knicks instead?
to be an undersized point guard in the NBA when he was the best football quarterback for 4 years and won a Heisman? Yeah.
Crazy. I mean,
Wait,
to be
okay,
fair,
that
though,
does-
Fax, I think he was more of a. He's before my time, but he was more of a running quarterback, and it was like before he was ahead of his
Yes.
time. I think.
Right. Like today, he'd be awesome in the league, but like they didn't have like the Lamar Jackson type quarterbacks in the league then. They only wanted your pocket
I
passers.
was thinking
Like,
about
they
this
wanted the
during
next
the
Dan Marino.
during the Jets Dolphins game when
Oh,
Justin
yeah,
Fields was
FSU,
running, like,
FSU.
quick read options, and he was like I remember people like the dominant train of thought up until like the early 2010s, I want to say, until Colin Kaepernick ran that read option, was like you can't run the option in the NFL. The defense is too fast.
Right. For forever.
And
it was
now,
that
like-
way.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Big year. Those were
the
prime
Bills and the
football years
Flutie.
for me.
I've probably droned on about it a couple times, but the Bills and the Flutie curse was with that. So in '99, so the Music City Miracle, everybody remembers the Music City Miracle. But what people forget about that year is the Buffalo Bills were the best team in football that year, and they were awesome. And Flutie
Peerless
won like
Price.
yeah, Eric Moulds, like Flutie won like 13 games that year, and they had clinched, and so they sat him the last week of the season, and the backup quarterback was Rob Johnson, and for forever, even though Flutie was playing at MVP level, he was the prototypical USC like white guy quarterback, 6'4", like so he played good 1 week to end the season, and they benched Flutie in the playoffs to play Rob Johnson because it was just like you said, Luke. It was very you don't run the
Chad,
spread, you don't.
I'm
everyone's
just trying to
looking for
remember.
traditional.
Rob Johnson, he played for the Bucks and the Vikings too, right?
He
Or
was
who am I-
drafted by the expansion team. I think he was drafted by the Jaguars or the Panthers. The Jaguars, I think. Yeah, in '96, I want to say 96, 97. And then
I hadn't thought
Jaguars.
about Rob Johnson in forever. He played for
Great,
the
great
Vikings
uniforms.
too.
yeah, so
Dude,
Horrible
he's only
football team.
52 years old. That blows my
Flutie
mind.
was damn near MVP. Flutie
You're
was
right,
damn near
by the way,
MVP. in the league.
Jaguars.
Bills. Yep, Bills were the best team in the league. And then he played one good game in a meaningless game at the end of the season, and they go, you know what? We're moving to Rob Johnson because we've been looking for the
There we
stereotypical white guy pocket passer quarterback, and Flutie was undersized. And he almost won the Music City Miracle. Like he took them down, but it was a low scoring game, and like they lost. And the Titans obviously went all the way to the Super Bowl and lost to the greatest show on turf, Rams. But the Bills would have never
Right.
lost that game if they played Flutie. Like
I'm thinking of Brad Johnson. Thank you, Hallahan. Thank you. Because I'm like looking at Rob
Brad
Johnson's Wikipedia, and
Johnson.
I'm like, this Brad Johnson and Rob Johnson were in the league at the same time there for a minute.
so, I was a
Rob
subscriber
Johnson
to the
didn't stick around as long. Rob Johnson was out of the
No.
league by the age of. Rob Johnson
He
was
was
out of the league
garbage.
by 2003, basically.
But he was your high
Um,
draft pick, tall white guy
Well,
quarterback.
no, he wasn't a high
prototypical.
draft pick. He was a 4th round pick.
Wow, but just say they try
Fourth
to make him
round,
work.
yeah.
He was
6'4",
that guy that gets,
212.
yeah. he got like 4 or 5 different jobs, even though he's a bad quarterback, because he fit
must
the
have
bill.
had a
and he
good
was,
season at one point with the Jags or something because his career statistics: 30 touchdowns, 23 interceptions, 5,795 yards. So
Yep.
not like, especially
Okay.
for that era, not horrible. But he was also out of the league very
Yeah.
quickly. So
yeah.
like Marcus Mariota's had a longer career.
Dude, shout out. Shout out. What a beast. You know, he was what was that one play? He had one crazy play on Sunday where I was like, "Hey, look at him. Tennessee." I haven't seen that since the Tennessee Titans days from Marcus, but glad he almost won a game. Or at
He's
least
still got a little
looked like
juice.
he was doing better. Yeah, exactly.
He's
He's got
probably the best.
he's got a little
he's,
bit left
he's
in him.
arguably the best backup quarterback in the league, I guess, right? You know.
Oh, I
One
will
of them.
say no. He's who, Mariota.
Yeah, he's one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of all the other backups, and I think that's pretty
I
accurate.
feel like I can name other backups that are better. I don't know. That I'd rather have. I can't name one right now, but
maybe
I
Mason
know one,
Rudolph. I don't know. He did
Kirk
decent.
Cousins.
Oh yeah.
Well,
there you
Kirk,
go.
obviously, Kirk. Yeah.
Can't be. Dude.
I have a hot take for you guys. I don't think Tyreek Hill will catch more than 50 more balls in the NFL ever if he ever catches.
Yeah, that's a devastating injury. That's
He's
probably
over. It's
that's probably
done. It's
correct.
done.
That's
He's done.
at his age.
Hey,
Speed
sucks,
guy,
sucks.
his
Relying on
leg went
speed.
backwards. He done.
Yeah. Dude, dislocated
what
knee.
a
He tore
fun
everything.
update.
I mean, yeah, that shit. Apparently, it went well, and he plans to play in 2026. But
He'll plan to
right.
play, and somebody will let him play for a little bit, but he's done. He's done. He's going to be slow.
yeah,
That's just
yeah.
not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
happen. I'll be shocked if he ever has a season more significant than like 16 catches, 123 yards. Like I think
Yeah,
that's
I
like
hope-
the best he's got coming for him.
I hope it ends. I hope it ends as horrible as it can for him. Yeah, he's a pretty fucking.
Yeah, he's a
horrible
douche
person, so-
anyway. Fuck him.
Yeah, I think he was because he like punched his
Thanks, guys.
pregnant girlfriend's stomach. I think to try to abort the baby.
He was
So
one of
it's like,
those guys that played for West Alabama in like the mid 2010s, which West Alabama was where you went when you washed out of Alabama and like Georgia and all those schools. They were a D2
okay.
school at the time.
Like
And they
FCS
literally
type
like they
shit,
were a
yeah.
powerhouse because they had all the criminals. So
Yeah, and just like the
Yeah.
2007.
what'd you say,
Gators.
Chad?
No, you're right. Like D2, like, but that was still like the FCS heyday with the Appalachian States of the world and stuff. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think Terrence West might have played there. I'm trying to think of guys that played at West Alabama in that era with Tyreek Hill, but I don't know.
I didn't miss the Colts talk yet, did I? By the way, because that's what I really came on.
Well,
to
no,
ask
you
next,
did
is
actually.
some
But why
Colts
don't you guys
questions.
go ahead and do that again real quick?
Well, I want to. First of all, how did you break your TV on the AD Mitchell frickin' thing? Like that was so bad. They probably win that game if AD Mitchell doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot going on in that game where it was very remnant to the days when Andrew Luck had a horrible O-line and he was just forced to throw and would throw bad picks and I'd be screaming in Buffalo Wild Wings. But instead it was my living room and my wife and children are looking at me scream at this random 22-year-old fucking football player because he doesn't know how to grab a fucking football and hold on to it. It's almost like someone should have done it last year. I'm revving myself up. Like last year when JT did it, that's it. That's the lesson.
Right.
Like ball security is the favorite. And I would show that clip every day. And there's not much to say because if you don't forget too, Mr. Mitchell also had a holding penalty on JT's 60-yard run for a touchdown that got called back.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he had a
really
tough
fucked
day.
that. Yeah, he fucked that whole game, and it's kind of like it became one of those scenarios where it's like I don't think anyone even has to tell him after the game. I think we just kind of like make him go to like his room like a child and just think about it. You know, it's just
You
like just
definitely
go,
feel
just
bad
go
for the
fucking.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, like it sucks because he had some issues at Texas, but like we kind of believed in him, and
Hey guys, I'll
we
be
took
back in
him.
like 3 minutes. Just give me a few. But keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
And
Oh, I
then
got
it
more
was an
questions. You're good.
extremely Yeah, it was an extremely exciting play too because it was like finally fucking Mitchell, he got it. And what a beautiful
Yeah.
run. And then that happened and you saw it on his face and he just like he was like malfunctioning in real time. Like he was like trying to grab the ball, he was like grabbing it, looking around like a scared child, like when their drunk dad comes home, like he knew he was about to get his ass beat and he's just like
Right.
looking around terrified. And yeah, that made me pretty fucking angry. Daniel Jones throwing the 2 picks also was bad.
Yeah. So
Just
famously,
yeah.
you were not a Daniel Jones guy. Like, and
Yeah.
that's fair. It's fair. It's hard. Nobody thought you were gonna get this Daniel Jones. How are you feeling on the Daniel Jones experiment so far?
I mean, it's at least I'm just calling it like hopeful. I think everyone's a little too overexcited, which is understandable because of how well he's playing and how well that like we're just doing as a team.
Yeah.
But I was telling Luke
Yeah, they're ready to extend him after like 4
yeah,
games. Right.
exactly. I was telling Luke essentially I'm at the point where okay, fine. Like Daniel Jones, he can be a good quarterback, but then my next question is he a Super Bowl winning quarterback? And I don't know if he is. I don't think he is, personally. So it's like I don't really care if you're serviceable. I don't want Carson Palmer. I don't want Andy Dalton in the Bengals days. I don't want 2 Bengals, that's funny. I don't want Tony Romo even. I want like I
Mm-hmm.
want the Super Bowl winning quarterback, that was even Peyton's problem. Is he just didn't have the clutch gene in the playoffs. He was the regular season king. And then the playoffs, it happened all the time. But obviously, I'm not going to compare those two. But I'm just saying it's like, especially with the league now and the talent at quarterback that we have, can Daniel Jones compete in the playoffs against Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes? I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm
Well,
happy to be wrong.
I think that.
I'm very
Sorry.
happy to be wrong. I will say that.
Yeah. I, oh, absolutely, and good for him too. But I think I think a lot of people get it. But the biggest upshot of this is, good for Shane Steichen that clearly you guys have the right
Yes.
coach and the guy can coach. Because he was kind of on the seat, and it's like, now you got a good coach. Like this guy can flat out scheme some football. So I'm happy to see that he's gonna, probably get an extension and stick around because coaching is so big in the league. So I'm happy about that. Clearly, Richardson is just not good right now, or development, whatever. Like just too raw to make it work. But and I'd say on the AD Mitchell thing, um, I don't think he's going to see the field much because Alec Pierce is playing good football when he comes back. Like
Correct.
people continue to like underappreciate how well Alex Pierce plays football actually, because every time you go to him, he makes a play. Like
I mean, yeah,
I don't know, I'm pretty high on him.
and also like to be honest, we haven't even taken out the full bag yet, like because Josh Downs was still a super solid slot receiver and is genuinely great. Michael Pittman is like one of the most underrated receivers in the league as far as possession goes.
Yeah,
So
they
like
finally
we
got him
have
going again this year. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like he's got a touchdown now. He's going. He's moving. I was actually at the Titans Colts game, so I did get to see it live. That was my first ever NFL game, first ever Colts game, first anything. So
I'm happy for you.
it was
That's a good one.
amazing.
That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. When
Dude, the
dude,
Colts
when
are
performance.
balling right now though. Like my other question, is Tyler Warren the best tight end in the league? Because I
yeah,
think he might be.
1000%, 1000%, 1000%. That's not even
Jonathan
like
Guy is an
Taylor,
absolute freaking
very, very
animal.
good.
yeah. If we just wanted to like throw to Tyler Warren and then just hand off to Jonathan Taylor, I still think we would be like 3 and actually we'd probably be 4-0 because Tyler Warren wouldn't have fucking stuck his hand out to drop the football at the fucking half-yard line like a dumb piece of shit kid. But I digress. I think AD Mitchell will learn, and he's a good receiver. So, or at least he was at Texas, and that play was fantastic. So, other than the ending, it was literally flawless, perfect play by him. So I'm like, let's just let this happen. If we gave JT the leeway, I know he's not JT, but like, let's at least give him a chance at redemption. And while at least while Pierce is still out, maybe he'll get another good opportunity. That's kind of like where I'm at right now.
Oh, that guy's a
Yeah.
rookie.
But
I was
he's-
wondering why
he's
I
good.
wasn't familiar with Tyler Warren. He's a rookie.
Well, he will be like, yeah, he's not the best yet, but he's gonna be. He's like
Yeah,
Kittle,
he's awesome.
like, but younger and like even like yeah, he's the next Kittle.
I stopped
but
paying
maybe
attention.
And
even a little
arguably
better.
more
And,
versatile.
I don't like these guys. Like I don't know like
Dude.
other than the quarterbacks when the big guys are until they do something in the NFL.
I don't think. But yeah, I wanted to pick your brain about it. I don't think we're overselling the Colts. Just well, what a story this year though, because like I say, coming into the year, you're like, all right, Daniel Jones a wash, Richardson's a failure, and Steichen's gonna lose his job. And now you look around and you're like,
I'm telling you,
They
it's all the boss lady.
they got a great. They've done a really good
Shout
job.
out Carly.
They have a great possession receiver in Pittman. They got a perfect slot guy in Downs. They got the outside burner in Alec Pierce. They got a monster
Deep
at tight
threatening
end.
too, yeah.
And they have one of the best running backs. Like their offense is, and their defense is still really good. So I mean, I think
we
they're
have-
gonna easily win the division now. Yeah, they should win the division.
Yeah, I think so. Because right now, I mean, yeah, we have statistically, the best running back in football, statistically, the best kicker in football, and then, yeah, like you said, arguably, who's going to be the future best tight end in the NFL. And then it's just kind of like we have all these pieces that are finally like coming together, and Daniel Jones is doing the correct thing that Shane wants him to do, where it's like, don't be a quarterback who's like a hero, be a quarterback who plays by my rules and you'll be successful. And he seems to be doing that.
Yeah,
So-
you got those studs. Just get them all the ball. Like
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't have to do anything other than distribute the ball. But who's
And
your
if-
kicker, by the way? Because I mean, obviously Aubrey is just a monster.
Yeah.
I don't even know who
It's
the Colts kicker is.
Spencer Schrader, unknown, but yeah, up until this past Sunday, he had more points than the entire Houston Texans team by himself. So he's been
CJ
rolling.
Stroud proved me right about
Yeah.
Ohio State quarterbacks. By the way, it might take a while, but they all suck.
Oh boy.
Oh man, what a fall
Tough.
off for him, right? Like after his first year, you're like he was the best rookie campaign we've ever seen. You're like, this kid's gonna be a stud.
Yep. And then
It's
I
bad
don't
in
know.
Houston now.
Justin Fields
Oh, that's
is still the
good.
great
Fucking
great
great.
hope for Ohio State quarterbacks.
Dude, my favorite running quarterback by far. Just because Lamar is like more smooth with jukes, but Justin Fields, like his spins and the way he can throw people off him. I just love watching him run. the
Oh yeah,
football.
Fields is in another class.
Love it.
You could build an offense
Mhm.
around Justin.
I think he
Fields.
and Lamar are the top.
I do like what
I mean-
the Jets are bad, but I like what they were trying to do exactly. It's like they have three good running backs. I mean, Braylon Allen tore his knee up, had a bad night, but Brees Hall's really good and Davis is really good, and it's like and Fields is really good. So you got like four guys that can run the rock. Like it's like they're going to be 70% of the time just running the ball. It's like I thought that could work, but it's been rough for the Jets.
There's got to be some sort of
Yeah, and
path
they-
to I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they have a son of a Hall of Famer as their tight end, who Mason Taylor, who's actually like doing well, and Garrett Wilson. What a fucking catch!
Yeah.
But he's amazing. So it's just like you have two receiving threats. You could have an amazing back and forth backfield, with Hall and Allen. And like you said, Davis, you have the opportunities. You just need to be what's going on is like no one's being aggressive with call playing. Everyone wants to be analytical and everyone wants to play it like a chess match, which it is to a point, but being aggressive also matters. Like shove it down their throat. Let Justin force it to Wilson. Make them cover him. Don't just be like, oh, he's gonna get double covered. Like make them do it. Make them do their job. It just seems more simple than people make it out to be. Obviously, there's gonna be layers, but at the same time, sometimes it is that simple.
I was just gonna say there's got to be some path to success in the NFL. I would love to see somebody try this, where instead of spending on a quarterback and wide receivers, Like you just go out and you get like a Justin Fields or like a Marcus Mariota, like just kind of like a mobile guy who is like
Daniel Jones,
backup, kind of like journeyman. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. Somebody with a little bit of mobility though, because I think the key is
fast.
to spend on defense. Spend on defense. Yeah, Daniel Jones is fast. Spend on defense, offensive line, and running backs, and just run the ball and just try to win games 17-6.
Yeah,
there's got to be a path where that works. Buy a good punter too. You got to have a good punter.
they had it.
And you got to have a good kicker as well. Like spend on special teams too. Like spend on everything but quarterback. See what you can do with all the money you would spend on Patrick Mahomes, and spend it all
Tom Brady
instead, or a Tua. Not a Mahomes because Mahomes is one. Like a Tua or all these guys that are Dak Prescott. All these guys are getting paid these huge contracts that are never going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I think
that's my.
I was gonna
disagree.
I was gonna say my extra thoughts on football. The only other note that I really wanted to press on is last night I watched the most pathetic performance of a football team I think in my entire life. When I watched the Bengals lose to the Broncos, I have never been like angry and obviously other than the Colts, like holy shit, was that bad and pathetic? And I would have fired Zach Taylor at halftime because it's become evidently clear that it was never Zach or his scheme. It's just that Joe Burrow is that fucking good at quarterback, because the second that he's gone, he made Jake Browning.
He's been
they're terrible. They're fucked.
He makes Browning look like such a pussy. And Jake Browning is not. Like, I know he can throw. I've seen it. So what kind of game are you
calling? The problem
calling?
is the Bengals are built. The Bengals are built in the exact wrong way to build a team in the NFL today. They've gone out and they've got a quarterback. They've spent on quarterbacks and wide receivers. And that's like they have a terrible offensive line. They've never had a running game during the
no O line, no D line,
no running game. So Browning's like not Joe Burrow.
Chase Brown's nice.
Yeah, Chase Brown's
nice, but you're right.
He's fine. I mean, and what's his face?
They get killed. Yeah, they're getting killed in the trenches on both sides. You can't have that. Like, totally agree with that. And I can't believe like they're so poorly run. And I don't think it's Zach Taylor even. Like, I think it's
they're fucked from the top. Marshall has nice
is so cheap. Well, the Brown family that owns them is notoriously cheap, so it was amazing they even paid Chase and Higgins. And basically, but how are you not on the phone the minute Earl went down? And you either get Russell Wilson or you get Jameis Winston. You get one of the two quarterbacks from the Giants, or you get one of the two quarterbacks from the Browns. Like you trade for Shedeur or something. Like, how are you not on the fucking phone trading for somebody?
They might not be
relevant. Like you can't make Jake Browning work. Like,
because Kirk is getting
how is Jameis Winston not the fucking starter right now in Cincinnati? Like, put Jameis out there.
Or Kirk Cousins. Put Kirk Cousins out there. Go get him from Atlanta. But that obviously they're not going to do that because of the money.
Yeah.
But
I don't think they can afford it.
You could get Jameis for like a 5th rounder, a 6th rounder, maybe. If that. Come on.
Yeah. The cap hit for Kirk Cousins is $40 million. Like that's why they don't get Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk's fully guaranteed. He's fully guaranteed. Yeah.
There's a potential out after this year. But yeah. The Falcons might want to consider going to him though. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Penix came back around this week though. He had one bet. He was terrible in week 3, but he played okay first couple and yesterday or Sunday, whatever.
I would not have drafted him.
Shit, Hennessy. Let's see.
I will say lastly, says
good.
So
oh my god!
I'm in a fever dream as a Bills fan. It's crazy. I've never like I said, I've been a hardcore Bills fan since I was tiny, and because my dad always was, and so we had that Flutie, and then the Flutie curse all the way through, and then we went 20 years out of quarterback in Buffalo, basically after Jim Kelly, with the exception of Flutie. We had, you name it. We had Trent Edwards, we had J.P. Lossman, we had,
Oh,
Oh
and
yeah.
to
Tyrod.
to watch what Josh
That's
Allen
annoying.
does is just insane. Like every time he plays, it's like that guy can do. He gets whatever he wants on every play. He could do whatever the hell he wants. It's like, please don't blow your knee out. It's basically that. Like every play, it's like just don't get hurt. Like because that guy's Michael Jordan on a football field. It's fucking
Facts.
crazy. man.
Tyrod Taylor was the best quarterback that the Bills had in like 15 years.
Yep.
I
We
know.
had
I know.
we
That's
had
all.
a stint. I would also say Ryan Fitzpatrick. We had a couple fun Ryan Fitzpatrick years in there.
That's true.
We tried to
With,
retool Drew Bledsoe after he lost his job to Brady. We tried to retool Bledsoe. That didn't work.
No.
Oh, it was
Going,
EJ Manuel. EJ Manuel was there right
Yeah.
when they changed their uniforms.
Yep.
Right when they changed the uniforms. Yep.
Christian,
I remember that.
wasn't Christian Ponder there too? Or no?
Christian Ponder was the Vikings.
That's right,
Yeah,
that's
I remember
right, never
that. Sam Ponder,
That horse snit.
ESPN analyst. Yep. That
Yeah.
bitch.
mind. I think Portnoy called her a whore, I believe.
I think yeah,
That's
something like
classic.
that. Because I was like very, very similar to like
Because he was mad because she had her stupid fucking kid like in her arms while she would do the show, and that irritated him.
fuck it. It would irritate me too. I mean, I don't.
I mean,
blame
she
him. I'd
works
be like,
like
come on,
6 hours a week, and she can't like.
yeah,
find
we're a
babysitter for
professional.
that.
Like, let's go. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that leniency. If people are being lenient. Be professional to work, dude.
You sound like a military guy.
But also, I mean, yeah, exactly. I know, I know. It's bad, dude. Chad. Oh man, Chad. I was telling Luke the transition has been something. Like mentally, just like engaging with the public and then engaging with people like in a work sense. It's like, dude, I have to change. It's just it's so different. You have to be
Yeah.
so less straightforward. You have to be so less direct. I can't. I think that's why like Justin and Dave always looked at me like I punched their dog when I would talk to them sometimes. I'm like, did I fucking say something? Like, because I wouldn't even notice it. I would just
Right.
go in and I'd be like, oh yeah, this looks kind of fucked up, or oh yeah, we could do this, you know. And then it was just I would just get the looks, and I remember because I was working on the house that my buddy was talking to the couple that we were building it for, and they just gave me the same look as I was talking that Justin and Dave would give me, and I was like, am I like I'm either saying something stupid and awkward, or I'm just like the military speak is coming out and they're like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? And then they would be
You're
like,
just
you don't
direct,
talk much.
right? And everyone thinks
Yeah.
you're an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like,
Yeah.
no, I just
I'll
want the
tell you,
problem
so-
solved.
Right. That's I've struggled with that. The everyone's like, I have a problem. You're like, here's the solution. And it's that meme. It's like, I don't want a problem. I don't want a solution. I want to be mad. You know what I mean? Like that. Well, but it's real, man. And I always said, I thought Hurt Locker was one of the best military movies I've seen for that reason. Just because I thought it best described how, and even those of us that didn't necessarily, I saw a little bit of combat, but nothing like, like fucking Marines over in the front lines or anything. And I'm sure you'd feel the same. But like where it showed that these guys that are like so tuned up and like they're just serious and like everything's life and death and all business, and then they come back home and you see people crying on TikTok over nothing, and you're like, you can't relate. You're like, what the fuck are these people's problems? Like, you know what I mean? Like, get over it. Like it's very much that chasm there that it's tough to deal with. It really is.
Yeah, because I mean, I think it's just because you have that scale. You're just sitting there and you're like, the fuck are they complaining about? My friends blew up. Like
Right.
I don't know. Like it's just like
Right.
let's keep it moving. We don't
Right.
got time to be mad. We don't have time to be mad. We don't have time to be sad. It's like it happens and then you got to go. Like fix it and go. And it's just kind of like, okay, so you don't dwell on shit, you know?
No, I'm that guy in my family. I'm
It's
always
just
trying
in
to
and
fix
out.
everybody's shit, or I'm very direct. They're like crying about something. I'm like, okay, do this, and they're like, it's easy for you to say, you know. It's like, what? Anyway, that's real, man. Stay with it.
Mm-hmm. Essentially,
Yeah.
it's just
He'll be all right.
yeah.
sure
I'm
he will.
working on it. Figuring out
It's a good thing.
because
You're not
it's
wrong.
there's
Everyone
another
else is
job
soft
too
and
that
wrong.
I mean, hey, Pete Hegseth said it best, man. He gets it. He gets it. He threw it out there. I was like, God damn, bro.
Yeah,
I was
I
telling Luke,
saw
I was
that.
like,
He was like,
it's
"Get the
not going to
fuck
go
out
over
if
well,
you got a
but
problem with it." Yeah.
Yeah, but he's right.
fair enough.
I like his
Yeah, like
shit.
fair enough. If you're weak, like tough shit, fucking see you later. I mean, oh well, you want to be lethal?
Ultimately,
This
it's
is
an
how you be
army.
lethal.
Yep.
Yeah, like lethality and just like I don't know. I don't even know
Not
how to
being a
say it.
pussy.
Tolerance. I was gonna say compassion, but that's not necessarily true. I'd say lethality
No,
and
but there has
tolerance
to
don't
be
really mix
there's
well all the
definitely
time.
needs to be there's got to be a little bit of bullying and hazing going on. It needs to be like a frat atmosphere. It just does.
Yeah, that's important.
It's a bunch of
Don't-
like ideally we've got a bunch of like 18 to like 24-year-old guys like
Mhm.
killing people. It's their job, so like it should probably
Yeah,
be like
yeah, I
pretty,
just-
like should be a very testosterone like smelly environment. A lot of tobacco.
They're over there. They're like yelling at you. They're like, "Don't say fuck," and it's just like, dude, I just approved an airstrike. I think I
you're
can
getting
say.
shot at.
fuck.
You're allowed to say. You're getting shot
So,
at.
well, let's keep it office professional. Let's keep the office professional. Fuck you. Shut up.
Faggots.
Fucking
No, it
dweeb.
makes you.
Yeah.
It definitely makes you old school. Like I guess the last thought I had on that is, you know, like it's really like when you're out in public or whatever, and you see some kid just acting up, and you're like, somebody needs to just fucking slap this kid. You know what I mean? Or you see,
Get him
like,
right.
like you're not allowed to say that anymore. They're like, you can't do that. You gotta be nice. Or like when these guys, you know, like trying to be like femboys or whatever, and like it was like somebody needs to like slap the shit out and be like, go take your makeup off and put on your uniform and suck it up, or like pick on them or give them a swirly or whatever. Like you said, the hazing part of it. And it was like, no, you have to go to jail if you don't call them Zimzer or whatever, you know. And it's like we've kind of gone too far the other way. So I totally get that. You know, it's like some of that was useful writ large.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I mean,
to slap
it's
a
a
kid
necessary-
or to like hit
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
all you're doing
Social
when you
pressure.
do that, like I was gonna say, yeah, all you're doing when you do that, in our eyes at least, is all you're doing. You're hitting the reset button real quick. Just kind of like, whoop, there you go. Got to reboot you. Something fucked up. So I don't know what happened. You had a virus or something. Just gonna reboot you real quick. Go back and get a fucking haircut, please. It's just like, you know, it's like things like that, and it's so weird because a funny story is when I was transitioning from diesel mechanic to Intel analyst, it was like my first day in school, and I was in the same classroom with my buddy, who I met at MEPS, and we just kind of essentially went to Arizona together. He used to be a forward observer as well, and there was this one kid who was just like slack jawed, staring at my buddy, and he was like, my buddy's like, "Hey, bud, you want to stop eye fucking me?" And then I looked over, I leaned back, and I was like, "Hey, Seer," I'm like, "What's that guy's problem? Is he retarded or something?" And then you
Right.
saw like the staff sergeant have this sudden look of like sheer panic in his face, and he like grabbed both of us, and he was like, "You guys cannot say that shit anymore. Like, you guys cannot do that. New army." And we're like, I was just asking a question. I'm like, I was just curious if he's retarded. I wasn't like calling him retarded. I was just more opening it up to the floor. I was like, could he be? Is this why?
That's
Is this why there's
This
a
guy's
is
fucking
a
problem.
medical
Yeah.
term.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just kind of like I'm just trying to get information. Like I'm not an insult. I just want to know what got this guy to, I don't know, sit there and eye fuck my friend like that. Like fucking stop
Yeah.
staring, dude.
Dude, one of my
But
favorite instructors, I'll
that
never forget it. I tell the stories all the time. It's like just, you know, you're because they would tear you down, right? And they're in your face and it's
absolutely.
intense and whatever. And, you know, people will be like crying, like, I'm sorry, sir. And he's like, I know you're sorry, son. That's why your recruiter sent you here, you know, like, fucking go, you know, like, get in his ass. Like, no, go run or fucking go do some push ups. Get the fuck out of my face, you know, like, I don't know, you
That's
need some
funny.
of that. This is good
That's a
old
good
Yeah,
line.
because you just
Yeah.
need to be wrong no matter what for a little bit. You just need to be wrong no matter what and just kind of figure out what the fuck that's like, because once that hits you, it's better. Because like even if you're sitting there and the drill sergeant comes up and they're like, "Why is this so fucked up?" and you're just like, "No excuse, drill sergeant." Right away they're like, "No, I got an excuse. It's fucking you. You're a sorry excuse for a person. You're a sorry excuse for a soldier. How the fuck did you fuck this?" It's just like, "Oh, okay." Verbal abuse really gets you right, because then you're in public or you're in the regular army, someone's yelling at you or something, you don't give a fuck. You're like, yeah,
Right.
whatever. Like, whatever.
You
I'll
know
just,
what it is
yeah, I'm in
too?
trouble.
To put a point on all of this, actually, it reminds me of the kid or the LGBTQ or all this shit that all across the board. It's the whole idea of you're not fucking special. Like,
Mm-hmm.
get over yourself. Like, we're not gonna pander
Mm-hmm.
to your bullshit. You're not special. Like, get in line. Like, fuck you. Like, keep it moving. Like, and
Absolutely.
that's the disconnect. Is like everyone thinks their unique problem is special, or that we all have to
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
stop what we're doing
Yeah, we're
and
not
pander
gonna
to that. It's like you're not
that's
fucking
what I was gonna
special. You're
say.
just a number.
We're not gonna stop all operations for you. Like one dead monkey don't stop the circus, buddy. We're gonna keep rolling, you know? That's what
I
my
like that.
boss
That's
used to say to
good.
me all the time. My boss used to say that all the time.
That's
Hey,
good.
I got
I'm
this tomorrow.
stealing that one.
One dead monkey won't stop the
Taking
circus.
that
Don't
one.
worry about it.
I am
Oh,
still
yeah.
using that one at work.
It's great. I love it. It's a great phrase, and it's just that's why when I wasn't like even when I was in the because at first when I was a diesel mechanic, I was in the reserves. The only job I could work was construction because it was the closest thing. Of just I love construction because of how simple it is, and it's just kind of like it's that direct that shit where like, hey, every second we're wasting, we're burning money, so let's hurry up and get the fuck to work. I don't care about your feelings. It's just kind of like that's my speed and it
Right.
was easier. So it's just kind of like things like that. And then, yeah, now like I'm doing things like even when I was out there with Kirk, it's just kind of like, all right, he wants me to shut up, so I'm just going to do that. And then later I was like, oh yeah, I thought that was kind of stupid. And it's just kind of like, I realized like halfway through, I was like, oh wait, I'm like, I don't think this is a good fit. I'm like, but like, obviously I'm going to stick this out to the end because it's my job. I'm not an idiot. I'm not just going
Right.
to quit, you know, because
Right.
I was told to do this until this time, so I'm going to do it. Easy as that. But like I realized
No,
halfway
you're
through,
right.
I'm like, oh, I was like, oh shit, yeah. I'm like, maybe like it's not the best fit, and that's what I said on the show, and it presented problems. But like it is what it is.
Yeah.
I still love the show. I still think there's like
That's funny.
think it's all great. I watch it all the time. I plan to like go up for the next Laconia live show, all that shit. But it's just I was like, I don't think Kirk and I would work well together because I think he'd fire me like in like 2 days. I think he would probably get
Kirk would
annoyed.
be
He'd be
impossible
like,
to work for.
well, I don't know. I mean, it might work for some because I think it could work for some, and I think, but like, I can't sit there and express my annoyance about the quality of work that I'm watching. So that's gonna kill me.
Right.
That's gonna murder me.
Right.
I will kill myself or somebody if I can't like insult, you know, Dave and Justin's work or something like that, and not like
Well, yeah,
overall,
David.
just like the little bits that annoy me. I like to be like, hey, that's fucking stupid. Stop doing that. But I can't do that there because they
Right.
have that
That's
shield.
true. And
So I just sit there and just kind of take it.
Fax isn't saying this, by the way. I'm saying this, but Dave and Justin are both like beta bitch boys. So kind of goes. hand
Yeah,
in
yeah.
hand.
Luke's saying that. I'm a big Dave guy personally. Love Dave. Always super
No,
great
I'm
to me.
saying
He's the one who actually helped me through the whole internship. So great guy, Dave. Justin, he's fine. He just didn't seem to like me very much, which I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Just I don't have
Justin's
to like you. So.
Justin's not a real person. Like he's I don't know. Like I don't take Justin seriously.
You're seeing it right
He's
though.
a 30. He's a 350-pound 30-year-old that like lives in his parents' house. Like I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're seeing it right though. Like this, you're in the right, and you'll be successful at whatever you do with it for that. And I've had
Sorry, I'm
the
just
same
throwing shots
experience.
at people.
No, it's fine. But like a similar experience and a lot of friends that are all the same. And like when I got out, I had the same like I transitioned and I started doing field service engineering, and I was crushing it at it. And they were and like I looked around similar to you. I'm like, the fuck are these people's problems? Like let's get it done. And I was out all over getting it done. And they're like, who are you? Like, where did you come from? And then I became the manager, and then I brought on other high speed military guys that had similar training to me. I'm like, I knew I could spin them up really fast because I knew they had the same training I did. So, okay, you guys already know this. I could teach you the other. And we built like a team like that. And I got promoted a bunch, and they were like, where the fuck do you guys like come from? Like, because it's just a different thing. And like that's
an
real,
option,
that
Facts. You should try to find military company. Like, there's companies that are like just filled with veterans.
Dude, yeah. So
Yeah.
if you get in the civilian side, you'll run circles around everyone else, like you said, because you see how ridiculously low the bar is, and then you can
Yeah.
kind of work your way up and get other guys that kind of have your same values.
Great,
to build
great fucking
super team.
salespeople.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Marines.
Oh,
At
yeah,
the,
my buddy.
furniture place I worked at, Marines were all, like all the sales guys, Marines.
Yeah, Pip. That's what Pip's doing. So same deal. He's
Sales.
killing it in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're seeing it right.
Yeah,
So
I like
that's,
those
that's
guys
kind of the
too,
normal.
because, like,
the
you-
normal thing is all. I know exactly what you're going
Those
through.
guys
It's,
would, like-
it's real.
When I would order their furniture, like they would curse at me and like be dicks to me and like try to like, and then I realized like at first it pissed me off because I was like 23 and I was like, I went to school
Yeah.
and like all these fucking dickheads for just like being like literally like I didn't order the right like love seat. Like I ordered too many of this love seat and I should have ordered more of this love seat. So like the guy, like the military guy, like they're like all like they're military the moment you see them, but they'd be like, yeah, like they'd be kind of like be like, you're a fucking pussy, like fuck you, like whatever. And like you could tell they were like basically like what they were doing. It's like just kind of like just seeing how far they could bully you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like if you like don't act like if you like just like kind of give it back to them too, like they respect it a little bit. But like the nice thing about those guys, you never have to worry about those guys going behind your back to HR or anything like
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Like it's all very upfront and we're shooting at each other, like, and there's no covert operations. No one's flanking each other in this situation. There's a very clear understanding that we're going to stand in a line like old school warfare and just fire volleys at each other. Because my job is to decrease their spending. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there was pushback on both that. So there was a reason why they fucking hated me. But like, no,
Yeah,
if I were like start my own company, I would hire military. If my current job, if I could hire military guys, I just don't pay enough. So you'd be retarded if you would take a job from me if you were like ex-military. Like I don't
Hey,
want
that's
you
possible.
if you're ex-military and you're willing to work for me, because that means that you're just a retard.
Yeah, you're
Like
you're
or you're a horrible criminal. Either one. I don't want anything to do with you. But like I would
That's
hire the
fair.
shit out of military guys. But then what I would do too though is like if I had my own company, I'd hire military guys, but then I would hire like a guy that like is military, but more like that I could get along with, and that guy would be my liaison. Because I fucking hate them. Like I can't stand like Marines especially. I worked with Marines. I can't fucking stand those guys. They were all douchebags. They were like
Oh
frat
yeah,
boys.
Marines are dumb.
some of
but
them
they're
are.
fun. Yeah, they're idiot frat boys.
Dude,
Exactly.
But they were all like they're not
Absolutely.
my kind of people. But I respect the shit out of them, and I would hire the fuck out of them. But I would have to have somebody else be like the day-to-day point of contact because I'll
The
fucking
middleman.
kill 'em.
Yeah, we're
'cause
talking though
it's-
too
yeah.
about we're talking
Ooh.
about your majority of guys that gave a shit and were fairly high speed. There's still plenty of shit bags that were in. There's plenty of people that come out. There's plenty of military buddies I had that I would never fucking hire. So it's like that
That's
everywhere.
true.
Like
1000%.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so anyway.
I mean, I was gonna say too, and I think that's what gave me the biggest disadvantage in my internship too, was just because I was fighting on the enemy front because they just kind of placed me there. They're just like, you suck, and that was fine. That didn't matter at all because I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just the stupid intern. I have to play my role. That's easy. I can do that. Like I had no problem with that. It was just like more so of like okay, now we're gonna say things, but you don't get a fight back. You got to sit there.
Do you know
and
Quidditch
then
guy?
Yeah, super nice guy.
He's a great guy. I
Yeah.
like him because, like, I don't know, he like the guy like has bodied the fuck out of me. Like the guy's like lives rent free in my head. I don't know. There's something about him, the way he responds to everything I do. Like whenever he responds to me, I'm like, fuck. I feel like a loser
I know
right
every
now.
time. That's yeah. Oh, he's good at it too. It's
His
it's a
clips
bad.
and
really good at
mashups
it.
are fucking great too.
It's
Yeah.
an evil talent. It's an evil talent, and he does
Like
it.
I
Yeah,
feel
he's done
like
it to
my
me.
lunch, like I haven't taken my lunch out of the plastic bag yet, but he like just came by real quick and just went like and then like walked away. And like I feel like god damn, I'm a loser. I don't know.
Fuck, I'm such a pussy.
Make sure you
No,
clip that,
Smash
yeah.
the shit out of my lunch, and then
At,
I'm like eating my like crumbled up sandwich.
At Laconia, he was going back and forth between me and Coleman, just being like, "Hey, like Coleman said he could beat your ass," and then like he was like just trying to like entice that because he's just like, because like right away I was like, "Hey, fucking maybe," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just fucking with Coleman and just trying to get him angry." He's like, "I've got him so worked up," because Coleman was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll kick his ass," blah blah blah, and I was like, "Hey, like fucking whatever, go for it, I don't care," and that was just him. Like that was my first introduction to him trolling, but like super nice because he rode with me to like the Montante mansion. I drove him there, or he drove me there, one of the two. I
Right.
think he drove me there, and then
Also
we
known
hung
as
out
the
most of that
Airbnb
night.
that Danny
So
and Bill Ricca paid for.
correct. Also great guy. Also
Oh,
great
the
guy. Yeah.
best. Danny's
Call
in the
him,
farm
yeah.
league.
Yeah. I think he was added like slightly before I left, but yeah, he and I were talking at Laconia too, and also Navy guy. So hey, shout out. But yeah, he and I were talking, just kind of
Huge
like
hobo.
super, but Oh, I was really mean to this one dude who's trying to get into the Navy today. He was like saying something, and he's like, "Is this waiverable?" And it was just like this report of like him like actively saying he might kill himself. And I was like, it was like that's like the waiver he was applying for, like a depression one or something. And so then I told him, I was like, you have like a 1% chance of making it in, and that 1% is solely based on whether the person who gets your report can read or not. And he was just like, what does their ability to read have anything to do with? And I was like, yeah, exactly. You're not going to make it.
That's actually a question I'm now that you've said that. Is being diagnosed with depression like a death sentence for getting in the military, or is it threatening to kill yourself being a death sentence to getting in the military? Like
Part
Well,
two.
the latter
You can be
definitely
depressed.
is.
part two. Okay,
Yeah,
I was saying like there have to be people with depression in the
Well,
military.
it depends on what right now, yes.
How you deal with
like and most times. So when I was getting in, my uncle was a recruiter, and so I was very fortunate. And when I finally did, I didn't think I was ever going to go in, and he steered me right and told me the deal and got me a high-speed job and stuff. But the point being, at that time, they sent me to MEPS, and he told me flat out, he's like, no,
Why?
nope, and never. Every fucking thing, every question, every no, nope, and never. Because it used to be like you had to have completely clean. They were looking for reasons to disqualify
no.
you if they
Yeah.
have enough numbers, right? And then if they don't have enough numbers and they really need guys in, they might overlook a thing or two. So it really depends on what the recruitment's looking like. If there's 100 kids in the hopper ready to go, and you come up and you got shit on your paper, they're gonna be like, no, we don't need you. But if they really need a guy, they can look the other way.
This,
but typically, you just say
Chad,
no to
the way
everything.
you just said that just made me ask a question to myself. Should the military like kind of reorganize itself in a way where combat guys are military and like paper pushers are like civil service?
No.
No?
Because it's a waste of government money. And a PFC can do a job that you're paying a civilian to do, because that's already a thing. There's plenty of civilian contractors that do the administrative tasks, but they usually work alongside the soldiers. But in this case, it's just kind of like a lot of the times.
My thought was more though, like,
broken
why do we have soldiers doing administrative tasks at all? Beyond anything, like,
good question.
I don't mind, like, I don't mean like higher level stuff, like management
Yeah.
stuff, but I mean like
Well,
I know that we've got like fat Latina and whatever, and I wish I hadn't said that. I meant to say,
I would like to
we have
answer-
fat women
I
in the military right now, like who've never like their job has to be some sort of low level clerical work.
I don't
Am I
know the
correct?
answer to that. That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to that. Let me.
I just don't
give it to
like
you
there
this
has
way,
to be a way we can. I agree with you, Facts. Like I don't think like the government employing civil contractors is the answer either, because there is a lot of waste there. But there has to be like why is that person even in the military?
So Luke,
Because-
why is that job being?
Go ahead.
They'll
Sorry,
do
I'll
it
go
the
and
way
then
you
I got
tell them to
something.
do it. They'll do it the way you tell them to do it. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Because they're in your
you-
army, so they're gonna do the HR the way you want them to do HR, because they're gonna follow your orders. Versus a regular person could be like, "Fuck you, I quit."
Maybe that
Yeah, but-
role could be performed by like guys that are like older though, that were in the military. Like maybe that's the retirement path. Like I don't know, maybe, but those guys probably never mind. That's the kind of thinking that results in the shithole
Could.
system we have today. But I'm like, hey, maybe the guy's like 30 years old. He doesn't want to do this anymore. He takes an administrative role. I don't know. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
I-
how do we eliminate these fucking fat leeches from the system? Facts. And Chad, how do we do
Chad,
Luke, I got something for you though. So on that,
Yeah.
little similar plane here. Like I said, I was fortunate. I got a very high speed job. I was like a ground technician for. I also was a diesel mechanic actually. Facts all the way, but I also did jet engines.
Hell yeah.
We did HVAC. We did a little bit of everything. We did generators. Like I said, I got that job because my uncle was like, this is what the smart people do. Like, do this job. So anyway, so I get this job. And Luke, to your point, like at what you do, you probably got like 10 shit bags and you do 90% of the work. Okay. The military is no different. And I've said this many times. So
Mhm.
you get these kids also that, they stick all of you through training and then they ship you all out. Okay. 10 of you here, 10 of you here, 10 of you here. And you all show up. And on paper, you're the same rank. And on paper, you guys have the same training. So you should be interchangeable, one for one, but it doesn't work that way. Half of those kids were still shitbirds and didn't go, and like
Yep.
half of us went and showed up and were high speed. And so across my job, let's say we had a couple guys that had to do dispatch like on the radio, and that was a shit job. You had to drive the truck and like bring the equipment around. You're like everybody's bitch. But if you were good at your job, you got to be in the back of the maintenance shop actually overhauling engines and doing the heavy maintenance. And that was serious work. And these are multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment. They didn't let the shitbirds get to the back shop unless they were good mechanics. So you kind of had to.
You've said this before,
prove-
Chad. You've told this
Yes.
before. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had to be high
Okay.
speed and kind of prove it. And if you're a shitbird, it's like go over there and kick rocks. So just like in the civilian world, you got 10 guys that were high speed that did 90% of the work, and you have a bunch of guys that were shitbags. Even though on paper you're the same rank, you got the same training, it's not the same, So I don't know if that helps or not, but that's broadly kind of how it works, just like with everything else. Like you kind of prove it and they figure, okay, these guys rock. We're going to go to them for 90% of the work. And then you have your people fucking off and doing the admin side and they suck and they just kind of leave them over there. And then when their enlistment comes up, they don't want to re-enlist those guys, So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got to get my hands on all this stuff and actually do that work and become really good at it. There's plenty of guys that had the same AFSC that I had that never did any of that, and they never got that experience, and they're terrible mechanics. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense too. And I was also gonna say, Chad, because you brought up a great point. So when I first got to Fort Gordon after I got done with Intel school, the way that my unit worked is, for some reason, they didn't get slots for HR personnel. They had a slot for the NCO in command, and they had a slot for the officer in command, but they didn't have a slot for the actual Joes. So what they would do is they would cycle through the Intel guys. They would go and you're temporarily in S1, you're temporarily HR, and you have to do that job. And they offered that, and I was getting ready to have another kid. I was like, oh, okay, 9 to 5, don't have to be on a 24-hour mission. Yeah, I'll go do that. And so I went to HR, and they
Hated
were
it.
well, no.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I was fucking great at it. I was
Okay.
amazing at it because it's easy. And like you said, all of the shitbirds do administrative work. So I was running circles around everybody, and they're like, I was building new systems to increase efficiency. I built like a new routing system that took us from like 300 awards behind, and we got caught up in like a week and a half. I was like, oh yeah, I'll build that real quick. I studied everything, and they're like, holy shit, you're a machine. Like, how do you do it? I'm just like, dude, I have a job, and when I clock in, I go and do it. And then
Right.
when I'm done, I go home. Like right now, it's like, I'm trying to work, dude. I'm trying to be better than all of you. And then it's just the NCOIC, who she had been, obviously HR admin for like 12 years at that point, 13 years. She was like, this is the best S1 shop. This is the best admin shop I've ever seen. Because it was people who were not admin. It was Intel dudes, me and my buddy, who actually is stationed where I live now too. Just he and I were just killing it, just trying to go through and just try to be the best, and we just fucking murdered it. So that's a great example because there is a stark difference. I've
Yeah, it's still
seen it personally.
it's still merit based. It's still merit based at the end of the day. And almost
Yeah.
everything is just like Luke. Back to your thing, like you got all these postings you need to get done, and you probably could have your guys do it, and you say, you know what, fuck it. It's probably faster if I just do it myself. You guys go fuck
Or
off.
it'll be
You
done
know
better.
what I mean?
Yep.
It's the same way. It's no different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be the top performer.
Right. Right. Ideally,
But
you'd
fuck
have
it, you'll
people
do
doing
it.
that shit for you. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. I need to make my numbers, so I do it and I get it
Actually,
done.
I was second. I was second this month. Thank God. So that's good. That's good. We got somebody else took my spot, number one. So
Whereabouts are you located, Fax, if I'm allowed to ask, by the way? Or what base, like, were you speaking to now that you guys are around?
Huh?
What base are you around now, roughly?
Oh.
Are you allowed to say?
Dude, I'm like, yeah. I'm
He's
like right on
civilian.
Campbell.
Where's it?
You're civilian now, right?
Wait, did that go through? Yeah. I'm a civilian, but I'm saying we're right next to Fort Campbell.
Fort Campbell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So, home of the 101, baby. It's pretty sweet. I'm having a good time so far. I like the area a lot. We were in Nashville today for a little bit, just picking up a table off a marketplace. But
Dude, Nashville's awesome.
I'm familiar with it, and I think Nashville is like a huge hub. If I do, because now I'm gonna kind of treat the media stuff as I should have been. Well, I mean, kind of as I was treating it before, just like as a side gig, do it for fun. But just with a little more work, and I think Nashville is a really good hub for that, as far as like connecting with people, because I liked interacting with Will and Taylor, like from Buzzing with the Boys. They're both really, really nice guys. And then the people I've met
there's a
throughout
million people
Nashville.
in the Nashville region.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Go figure. They're both cool though. They were both actually NFL players, so they knew hard work too. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what that's one thing I've noticed too, like the way that they'll talk about the NFL even after you're out, and there's like the NFL veteran programs, and you get like the briefs on it while you're in and everything. It sounded literally exactly like the military in the sense of like you get your finance brief, you learn that you have benefits as a veteran after you're gone, shit like that, but you have to jump on them, otherwise you'll miss out. Just like all these little things. I'm just like, this is so similar. It's scary, that. So it's the NFL, military, and prison. They're all just the same thing.
Big
little
ass
callback for
institutions.
military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Old
you guys,
Rocco,
I'll
me
tell you
and
right
Will
now, you
Compton.
guys wouldn't hack it in the, coming up in the furniture and baseball card world. I'll tell you, it's
Amen, brother.
different thing than the military. There's no structure.
We don't have those battle stars. Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of drugs and there's no structure.
That was a big thing. That was a huge thing for me.
When you start, they're like,
the second
"Hey,
I got out, so
you do drugs, Danny?" And you're like every day. And you're like,
every day. You're like I was
Hop
banging
in,
7 gram
hop
rocks
in.
and finishing. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say that too. Like when I was working on the house in Tennessee, my buddy who I was working with, he's the one who like taught me how to do everything handyman, and he's basically like my big brother. And as we would do shit throughout the day, he had to constantly remind me that like, dude, relax, okay? It's fine that there's no structure. I know you want it in this order because I was flipping out when like we'd be doing one job and they'd be like, go do this quick. I'd flip out, and it's just finding that control. It's been a lot.
Yep. Yep. Well, good on you.
Same deal, and same deal when I was
real quick.
interning.
I will say real quick, that might be a good lane for you in construction, though, because there is a job for the guy that makes sure they don't fuck around. Because construction guys are fucking idiots. They'll drive back and they'll literally go, all right, I need some nails. I'm going to go to Walmart, or I'm going to go to Home Depot. All right, I got some nails. All right, I'm going to do this. Then they'll nail 2 boards. They'll be like, ah, fuck, I need screws. So then they'll drive back to Home Depot. Oh, it's lunchtime. You know what I mean? Like, there is definitely a guy that can.
Yeah.
Like, that was what I was talking to that one guy about doing for his company. It was being the guy that like made it all flow. You know what I mean? I would have done that too, but he just offered me a pittance of money, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, and I think I would be good at that. Because efficiencies that's a business right there. So, well, guys, it's been 2 hours.
Efficiency
minutes.
just.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Makes everything.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I was gonna say though.
No, I was just.
I'm not ready to go to bed.
I was just gonna cap it off with that. Yeah, let's do it.
So
it was a great episode.
Me. Great.
It was a pleasure, boys.
Yep. I'm gonna go to the video, and you guys have a great night.
First off, we got Fax here. Fax, hello.
Hello, what's up? Ready to rock and roll, baby. 8th week